Yeah. Well, all right. Like you always say, welcome, welcome, welcome. Number one sports talking D. We ain't like the Falcons, we won't blow the lead. Look, all we talk is who that, who got cut and who back. Rookies in the vets, players you should look at. It's the sports coma, you don't wanna miss it. Got the pre-game, party, post-game statistics. Get a visit from Sway, maybe DC or 5. It's the hottest thing smoking, Big Q and the guys. Go to YouTube Live, make sure you subscribe. Interviews inside the Saints locker room high. Talk to Drew, Jordan, Zach, Peyton, New Orleans, who that nation. Best believe when I say we bleed gold and black. Ain't a miracle or rivalry could ever hold us back. No, Beastquake, Bounty Gate, let the truth be told. It's the sports coma, all we know is say Super Bowl. Yeah.
You're listening to the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys on the PRO Media Network.
Who that to the black and gold family, man. We in this thing, time for another installment of the Sports Coma. What's going on, fam? Much love to y'all. I appreciate y'all chiming into the live stream tonight. Much love and a happy Wednesday. Hope you guys had a fantastic Hump Day edition. Hump Day period. As the middle of the week is completed and we're on the plus side of this thing, getting closer to the weekend. Much love to the family members. Appreciate y'all for being in the live stream. Much love to all y'all guys. And thank y'all for supporting the live stream. Big ups to you. And like been saying for a while now, welcome. You're now rocking with the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys, where we have intense, entertaining, educating, and enlightening sport talk from your favorite sports family. I'm Big Q chiming in on this sucker. Much love to you guys. Appreciate y'all being in the live stream. I appreciate y'all. Much love to y'all in the Great Saint Tank. We are in the building. What's happening? Big ups to brother Torrey Shepard Sr. in the building. Who that to you, Torrey? What's up, Patricia Robbins? Who that to you as well? Much love to you. What's up, Jermaine? Big ups to you. Let me see if I can get that right. Brother Jerry, I'm sorry. That's brother Jerry's in the building as well. Good to see you there as well. We're having a little bit of difficulties here, family. Let's see if we can make it through this stuff. I don't know why it's going like that. We're having a kind of a little pixely thing going on. We're going to work it out. It should iron itself out there. Going to keep on going with it. Brother Jerry Paul, who that to you as well. DLP 2600, who that to you. Let's see who else we got. Trail Hatch, who that to you. Brian Pearson, who that to you. Much love to you, fam. Good to see you. Joe Black, what's up, Joe? Big ups to you as well. Let's see. William Dickerson, what's up, Will? Much love to you. Good to see you in the chat. Big ups. Well, inevitable. What's up, fam? Big ups to you. Good to see you in the chat as well. Much love. 985 Live in the building. What's up, 985 Live? Big ups to your family. What's up, Mocha? Who that to you, fam? Appreciate you chiming in as well. Goose, what's up, Goose? Who that to you? My boy Goose at Goose Sports. Much love to you, brother Goose. Kenny Sutton, who that to you? What's going on, Kenny? Much love, fam. What's up there? Who that MVP? Big ups to your fam. Good to see you in the chat. Much love. Marco, what's up, brother? Marco chiming in from BR. Who that to your fam? Much love as well. All right. Who else? Pelicans Nola. What's up, fam? Pelicans Nola in the building. Big ups to you. All right. Revolt. What's up, my dog? Revolt chilling out there in ATL. Much love to my dog, Revolt, and his family. All right. What's up, Muse? How you doing? Muse of Abysmal Bliss in the building. Much love to you, my friend. Appreciate you. Kashawn, what's up, Kashawn? Who that to you, fam? Good to see you in the live stream as well. Thank you for stopping by. What's up, Tuckgraph? Who that to you, fam? Big ups to you. Last Saint, who that to you? Good to see brother Tyrese Kelly. What's up, Kelly? Who that to my boy Kelly in the building? What's happening, fam? What's up, Ramsey? Who that to you? Ramsey in the building as well. Much love. What's up, Fred? Fred Savage stopping by. What's up, fam? Much love to you. And Jamonius, what's up, fam? What's up, man? How you doing? Big ups to you as well. And big ups to all that. What's up, Ramsey? Got Ramsey W and Ramsey U. Both the Ramseys are in the building. Big ups to the family. Much love. Thank y'all. Aloha to you, fam. Good to see you chilling in there as well. Ja, what's up? I'm going to play some snippets of the Jameis Winston interview that occurred this past what was it, yesterday or so. We were on usually on Tuesday we do our TSC Q&A show, which we did cover this on that show. So, like I said, when y'all don't see us on Tuesday, that usually means that we're on the TSC Q&A show, our Patreon show. So if you're interested in stopping by, it's a lock show. If you want to have access to that show, simply join our YouTube channel, our platform as a member, and join Patreon too, because there's locked content. 40 plus shows are available there. And it's a lot of content that we cover at TSC Q&A Live. We even get really intricate on some stuff. So if you're interested in that, feel free to stop by. The link's in the description section below. And it also helps out the platform as we produce, well over between 40 to 50 pieces of content a month. So we be running this thing. We be working. So big ups to the fam. What's up, fam? What's up, DLP? Much love, fam. Big ups to all y'all. Thank y'all for chiming in. And this edition, family, it's been quite quiet on the home front with the Saints. And Mickey told y'all that. Don't be saying Mickey ain't tell us that. Mickey stopped by the show and, he told you. I was here when Mickey told everybody. He told the great Saint Think Tank. He started off winding up like how you doing. Mickey was in the building, told you, hey, we're not going to be that active in this free agency. What's up, Tro? Who that to you? Tro Josh in the building as well. Tro Blewett and my dog Josh in the building. Much love, fam. Thank y'all for stopping by. And it is what it is when it comes down to that. But like I said, it's tuning up like the Saints are going right at the draft. That's what it appears to me. Now, we still in play to see if we can land maybe a cornerback or somewhat. The Saints are looking at these cornerbacks. I mean, I heard ramblings and rumors about cornerback Malcolm Butler, and of course the flirtation with Richard Sherman, and then of course you heard about Casey Hayward. The truth of the matter is, we'll have to see on that. But the Saints most certainly, I really think they'll probably add a few more players, but it's probably going to be cheap. So if that's the case, then we definitely looking at kind of doing the heavy and big in the draft, and we'll see how it goes. So this could be interesting. This could be an interesting season, no doubt about it. So big ups to the fans. I appreciate y'all being here, man. And we're going, in just a moment, we're going to go over these news, notes, and items, and we're going to cover this stuff and make sure we do. Now, of course, the Saints did make a signing earlier today, and they picked up a new tight end. So, we'll go over it in this. They got the guy on the 3-year deal, and we'll go over it and say, well, who the hell is this guy? We'll talk about that momentarily, and we'll break it down. But this is going to be who they'll team up with, Adam Troutman there. So, not too bad. I'm not upset about the move. Very quiet moves by the Saints here. Really different offseason that we're accustomed to as in the family. And, really something else. So with that being said, please feel free. What's up, Colinator? Who that to you, fam? Please feel free to strike upon Jasper. What's up, Jasper? Big ups to you, fam. Please feel free to strike upon the like button. Hit that son of a gun. Break it if you have to. And also, if you're not a subscriber, feel free to subscribe to the great Saint Tank, the sports coma, man, the realist talking about this here thing. So without further ado, y'all hit the like buttons. We're going to delve in, and we're going to get busy on this one and figure out exactly what we need to go over here. What's up, Alex? Big ups to you, Alex. Much love, fam. Good to see Alex in the building as well. Big ups to you, my friend. Appreciate you stopping by on this one. All right, and this one, of course, Saints sign Nick Vannett. This was being posted here. This is coming from Pro Football Talk on NBC, as they're dropping the knowledge about it. Nick Vannett is the newest Saint. Of course, the Saints did sign a fullback in Alex Armour. We played his interview on TSC Q&A Live. We did a thorough breakdown and talked about his contribution to what it could be to the team. A lot of people kind of discounted Armour, his ability to, and what he can do. But listen, this fullback the Saints signed, which was really at first a person they signed from another team, is coming into this thing. And what's interesting about it is the fact that he provides one of the most athletic fullbacks the Saints have had in some time. I mean, he does it all. He plays the fullback position, obviously. He can be an H-back for you. He can play the tight end position for you. I've seen the packages. I watched the footage when you've seen Joe Brady line him up in the slot like he's a wide receiver. He catches the ball well. He moves well, uses a stiff arm. Really intelligent player, really ferocious, under control, player that do whatever you need, and he's a lights out special teams player, which is a very good compliment. So if you're gonna have a fullback, he has got to be as diverse as other players on the team. Like we have Kamara, who can do it everything. If we just wake up one morning, Coach Payton just wake up and say, hey man, we're gonna convert and turn Alvin Kamara into a wide receiver and just do something else, I mean, Kamara would just make a seamless transition there. So we have a lot of really excellent players who can do multiple things really well and could hurt you. Saints offense, a lot of people don't understand the Saints offense is still very dangerous. Even though we lose Emmanuel Sanders, people are discounting Traquan Smith, in my opinion, because when we covered this before, we went over there and said, we went over the depth chart and show, okay, listen, we're going to need wide receiver help. Why? Traquan Smith is here. Coach Payton drafted Traquan Smith to be the, compliment to Mike Thomas. Now that Traquan Smith has finally arrived, we're going to move him out and put somebody else in there. A lot of people don't believe in Traquan Smith, but Coach Payton does. And this is what he was looking from Traquan for all those years, is that he would finally get to the level where he getting an opportunity to earn that starting job next to Mike Thomas. Now, depth underneath him, that's interesting because you still have Marquez Callaway, who deserves more time, and Deontay Harris, who a lot of people saying Q. Deontay Harris, we can use him like Tyreek Hill. I don't know what the vision is, if so far as Coach Payton's eyes about a guy like Deontay Harris, and if he could become a Tyreek Hill type of player. I know he'll have to bulk up a little bit more, get a little bit stronger, but he is most certainly a very dangerous wide receiver in terms of his speed, elusiveness, running routes, catching of the ball. I mean, he's absolutely fantastic, and I'm pretty sure at any given time Coach Payton wants to utilize Deontay Harris by putting him as a running back, using him, I mean, any way you can use him. He's such a speedy, versatile weapon that it'll really help out. So I'm saying, even though they don't know, and I'm talking about the adversaries don't know about the Saints team, we are still so much and still very dangerous offensively. And now we get the return of the vertical game, the real vertical game to go along with this. Now we'll accentuate things, I think, in cheap veteran signings as free agency goes on. And of course, the key component will be drafting, which this will be a very smart draft, a really smart draft, one of the smartest drafts that we've seen in a while. The Saints will be like the last couple of drafts. The Saints were moving up. They were discarding picks, picking guys in the 7th round and cutting them. They were really kind of irresponsible, so to speak, with the drafts of the last several years or so. But I think the next 2 years worth of drafts, this year and next year, it's going to be a total different feel. The Saints are going to be drafting like their lives counting on it. It's going to be serious. So with that being said, let's jump into the first article, family. Big ups to Swag Fan, big ups to KB in the building as well. Much love to y'all. Appreciate y'all being here. Much love to you guys. Who else I'm going to give a shout out before I drop in that as well? KB and the rest of the family members. I think I've seen somebody else that I was missed. I was talking. Space Ghost, there you go. Space Ghost, big ups to you. Appreciate y'all being here, man. So with that being said, let's get into this news, notes, and items, family. I'll try not to hold you too much today. Saints signing Nick Vannett. Who's that? That's the new tight end the Saints have picked up. The Broncos cut blocking tight end Nick Vannett on Tuesday, agreed to terms on a 3-year deal with the Saints Wednesday. So he gets cut Tuesday. The Saints say, I want that guy. Saints give this man a 3-year deal to come here, and this is according to Mike Garofalo of the NFL Media Reports. Vannett, who's 28, appeared in 15 games last season, but played 34% of his offensive snaps. He made 14 receptions for 95 yards and a touchdown. He was due to make just under $3 million with the Broncos. And the Seahawks made Vannett. He was a 3rd-round choice in 2016. Seattle traded him to the Steelers in 2019. Vannett finished the season with the club before signing a 2-year deal with the Broncos last April. Vannett had 75 career receptions, 686 yards with 5 touchdowns in 70 games, and gets 70 games of action. So with that being said, man, understand and know that the Saints knew they've been looking at Vannett for a while, man. They really have. And like they're saying blocking, but I was studying footage on Vannett, and Vannett, okay, hold on. Somebody's saying something wrong with the audio. Hold on, family. All right, hold on. All right, we having problems with the audio. Hold on. Y'all give me ones. Is this better? Okay. Hold on here. All right, that should be a little bit better for the Great Saint thing. Y'all put ones in there. Let me know how that sound. All right, let's continue on. With that being said, Vannett was a guy the Saints were paying attention to for a while now. And what's interesting about the Nick Vannett thing, I was able to study some film on him. And he can catch the ball, too. He got good size for him. And it's interesting that the Saints gave him a 3-year deal as opposed to a 1-year deal. So, man, I'm telling you, man, that to me says a lot. So Vannett will be the complement tight end along with Adam Troutman. So this is going to be interesting to see exactly how this stuff shake here moving ahead. So Nick Vannett's the newest Saint 3-year deal signed to be the tight end next to Adam Troutman. So we'll see how this shakes. All right, moving forward, family, let's keep it going here. This is the next move right here, as the Saints are close to a deal with Harris' parent company to rename the Superdome. And of course, with that being said, the Mercedes-Benz Superdome name will be there until July. And then ultimately what occurs after that is they're looking at changing the name of the damn place to whatever the casino, and like they said, there's never been a casino in my recollection in the NFL that was named on side of the dome for obvious reasons. But obviously we're gonna try this. So this comes from WWL New Orleans. The Superdome will have a new name soon, with sources reporting to Athletic that the Saints are close to a deal with Caesars Entertainment Inc., commonly known for Las Vegas casinos and locally as the owner of Harris Casino, for a 20-year agreement on the building. They said a 20-year agreement on the building naming rights. Now, it's two things I would prefer that would happen here. First of all, I would expect all of the Great Saint Think Tank and entire Who Dat Nation in this region to get a piece of that money. But unfortunately, it won't happen, being that our tax dollars built the damn dome. It's just some people that sit on top of it. They're going to get to break up the money for something that they didn't pay for. Very shameful. But you know what? I say that because an enlightened and informed public is a strong public. That don't mean we could change that dynamic. And that's what I'm hoping for, because it's too much sucker shit out here. I'm sorry. You know, that building was not built by those people for them to put their name on it and reap all that financial rewards off of it. 20-year lease, when hundreds of millions of dollars not going into your pockets, even though you built that thing with the tax dollars and maintain it with the tax dollars. Very, very a bunch of sucker games and chump games. But I'm trying to, introduce a different narrative here, because I'm introducing that thinking, because nobody talks like that I know. But I'm introducing it to the family members to let them know, listen, you built this. This belongs to you. You should be compensated. So hopefully we can get enough people mindsets up so we can change these whole little sucker shit narratives that's going on like this. We really should be getting something out of this. I'm just going to keep it real with you. But anyway, the Mercedes-Benz Superdome will need a new name by July, because that's when the current name right deal expires. Despite several reports on the deal, the Saints say that officially nothing has happened yet. Mercedes-Benz is currently under contract until July of this year, as the naming rights partner, says Bensel, the Saints Senior Vice President of Communications and Broadcasting. We do not have anything official to report. There is not a signed deal with any company at this time. We continue to have conversation with numerous interested companies. The Superdome became the Louisiana Benz Superdome in 2011 thanks to a 10-year contract with the German auto manufacturer. But since then, Mercedes-Benz has always purchased the naming rights to Atlanta's Mercedes-Benz Stadium. There's no word yet on the Superdome's new name would be, and if it's named for Caesars, Harris, or any of the parent companies of the affiliated casinos, it would be the first NFL stadium named after a casino. And see, and the main thing about this is that it's the reason why there's not a casino name attached to a football stadium. It's because the ties. And they tried to not affix it to pro sports to Vegas, even though it's an obvious connection that's been there for centuries. We know what goes down in the casino. We know that the casino interest and the gambling interest work hand in hand together, even though the NFL and these pro leagues pretend like they aren't. We know that a lot of these fantasy leagues that have the money that goes on when you pay and all this kind of stuff, these fantasy leagues are ran through Vegas, and everybody gets a cut. For many years, they didn't want to put a team there because they was trying to conceal that connection. But now they're coming out in the open because the time is short. So they've blown the doors off a lot of this stuff, and they're coming at you full speed. It's like, listen, we just going to do what we got to do. We're going to just suck up all the money. So, I mean, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, very interesting, man, to see that. As naming rights, Harris Paris company name, now 20-year agreement and anything, maybe 10, 20 years, we'll monitor it. But I'm telling you, hundreds of millions of dollars that you won't ever see, even though you was responsible for that building. Just a little word there, man. I'm telling you, we can't get nothing if you don't know if it's there or not. And they're not going to tell you. I'm sorry you ain't got a guy in a $10,000, $5,000 suit telling you this type of shit. But sometimes this is the best you're going to get. But anyway, let's keep it going, man. Let's get into the next article. Ranking the top NFL free agents left on the market. This is coming from the Bleacher Report. And this is just an idea just to give the family members some of the idea of who's available, who's left as of March the 24th. That's going on. And of course, you see Richard Sherman there. Now, it's just the top 10 agents. And any one of these guys could help the Saints. Any one of them could help the Saints. Here's the one, Melvin Ingram, who's an edge rusher there, who's pretty prolific. His issues is tied to injuries. Always dealing with the injuries with Melvin Ingram. He was one of the riskiest players left on the market, turning 32 in all-season. Ingram had 2 different trips to the injury reserve list of 2020, limiting him to just 7 games. He had 0 sacks over the span, yet he still posted a solid all-around Pro Football Focus grade of 72.3. Take out last year's injury-riddled mess in the conversation shifts. Ingram had 7 more sacks in every season dating back to 2015 and has 7 in 2019, for example, came while he was playing 69% of his Chargers defensive snaps. If Ingram checks out medically, he could be quietly be one of the most effective pass rushers from this year's free agent class after spending every season since 2012 with the Chargers. Ingram could be a guy that can come in and can really help out. He really could. Ingram could be a really good asset depending on what you're looking for. And you do have a hole there behind Cam and Davenport. And of course, you have Carl Granderson, who had 5 sacks last year, playing really well. But you're going to want to try to put up a pass rusher. And I know a lot of guys saying we got to draft somebody. But some of these guys, you're going to need veterans there, because these rookies going to come in, they ain't going to know as much. The learning curves is shorter with the veterans because they've been there. Ingram is a force. So imagine having a guy like that as a security piece that comes in on those NASCAR packages who knows how to get to the quarterback. And something tell me you can get them for a premium. Every last one of these guys, in my opinion, has the Saints have room for them. I'm just going to be honest with you. Look at KJ Wright's the next dude up here. Who can't use a KJ Wright? Seriously. And although we do have Zach Bond, but we have him on multiple years. But what happens if God forbid, a guy like DeMario gets hurt? Who covers up for him? That defense totally changes if DeMario's there. Look at this. Traditional linebackers aren't valued like they once were, at least compared to guys who generate pressure. Those circumstances should make KJ Wright a steal in free agency for a team willing to meet his contractual demands. Wright will be 32 this summer, but hasn't shown any signs of slowing down. Last season posted 65 solo tackles, an interception, forced fumble, 2 sacks, and a 75.3 PFF grade. Other than being productive and playing at a higher level, Wright also has been consistent, only missing significant time once since entering the league since 2011. He's sort of a signing will leave other teams regretting not holding on to him. KJ Wright is a treasure. He's an addition to the team. We'll see how it goes, man, at the end of the day. But, we can use any one of these guys, to be honest with you. Malcolm Butler. Now, we talked about rumors that the Saints did kind of talk to him. That's unofficial, though. But let's just go over this. Butler was an obvious name for free agent market, but he was always going to have an extended wait because of his depth at the available position. Released by Tennessee due to cap reasons, Butler presents an attractive low-risk option for the buying team. Last year with the Titans, he was active against the run via 89 solo tackles, was solid against the pass coverage with 4 interceptions. Hence, he had that high grade there. Still only 31 years old, Butler will likely land a low-cost deal this time around and have little problem meeting those expectations. This could be a really good move there if we can get a guy like Malcolm Butler at the right price. Now, all these guys can't be expensive, and I don't think they will, but we'll see. Malcolm Butler is definitely would be a good pickup because you lost the Jackrabbit. You put Malcolm Butler there, and the Saints went after Butler before several seasons ago when he left New England to go to Tennessee. Do they look at him again? Well, rumors say they are looking at him. He's also looking at Casey Hayward, and of course, we know about the Sherman rumors as well. So moving on, Carlos Dunlap, the edge rusher, former Cincinnati Bengal, former Seattle Seahawk. Carlos Dunlap, quietly one of the more productive edge rushers of his generation. 87.5 sacks since 2010. 87.5. 87.5. That's damn good. You know, if you look at Cam Jordan's sacks from a career perspective, if you look up Cam Jordan statistics, you won't talk about 87. Hold on for a second. Give me a second. I'm about to tell you how many sacks Cam Jordan has for his career. And you have a guy since 2010 who has 87.5 sacks. Hold on. Let me look that up. Give me a second, fam. Give me just a second. I'm going to look that up and then validate that, because that's near where Cam's stats are as a, hold on here. Okay, Cam has 94. Cam has 94 sacks on his career, and that's since 2011. 2011, Cam got 94.5. 94.5 for Killer Cam, and Dunlap has 87.5. So this guy's been really productive in that time. So this could be another guy to look at the right price. Now, as we get deeper and deeper into free agency, that price drops. And that's why some teams kind of waited out a bit to see if that price will drop and see where it goes from there. But these are solid pieces that can help out. Now, Dunlap is, let's say this, he was shuffled over the last 2 years during his staff and scheme change in Cincinnati. That changed last year's deadline when Seattle made an offer for him. Immediately got 5 sacks over 8 games and 18 pressures, and an immensely better scheme fit. Seattle ended up cutting Dunlap for cap reasons after using him as a rental while trying to contend, but the lesson was clear. Dunlap, who's 32, still has plenty to offer in the right situation. The Saints. The situation will let him put his hand in the dirt on the edge and collapse pockets. Cincinnati wanted to go in a different direction for whatever reason. That's called Trey Hendrickson. But the right fit will see him likely outplay whatever short-term deal he gets. So Carlos Dunlap is a guy that perhaps. Cam with 94.5, Carlos Dunlap 87.5. 2 incredible pass rushers. Plus, he plays the run really well. We could get him at a premium. Let's keep an eye on him, shall we? Now, this one here's Antonio Brown. This, of course, the Saints did bring in Antonio Brown and told him not to bring his people. He brought his people as well because Antonio Brown has a screw loose. We know that. Antonio Brown definitely has a screw loose. But the truth of the matter is a lot of great people that who excel in a lot of these things, they have screw looses. Ain't no doubt about it. A lot of people thought Jordan had a screw loose. He did. He used to fight and cuss at them if they didn't make the shot or pass him the ball. All kind of stuff. A lot of people, and they call it that fire, that intensity. Sometimes that can be misinterpreted as you being you 1 can short of a 6-pack. But let me tell you something. Antonio Brown is definitely 1 can short of it. Now, he about 5 cans short of a 6-pack. But he's still very much talented. And if you stop and he quits today, man, his numbers will put him in the Hall of Fame. And you don't tell me they got all sane people in the Hall of Fame. They got a lot of crazy dogs in the Hall of Fame, too. You got to be screwy in this NFL, I tell you what. But even a few years removed from the stint in Pittsburgh, it was a little weird to think Antonio Brown's just another guy on the free agent market at a deep position. But given the flashes he showed last year with the Bucs, Brown could be more than just a depth piece on the next contract. He's 33 years old. Brown was quietly productive in 8 games with Tampa. He caught 45 of his 62 targets for 483 and had 4 touchdowns. Don't forget the 2 postseason touchdowns and another 81-yard one through the air. And Brown isn't as explosive as he used to be, nor is he likely a number 1 anymore. But there's plenty left in the tank for a team willing to bring him aboard and fit into their offense. So he got that championship ring. That kind of cooled him down a bit, but word on the street is he might end up going back to Tampa Bay on a cheaper deal. So we'll see how that goes as well. T.Y. Hilton, another fantastic wide receiver who had a ton of injuries. I ain't going to say a ton, but he had a lot of injuries that kind of slowed him down a bit. But T.Y. Hilton, I don't even need to talk about him since they put this article out. T.Y. Hilton signed a 1-year deal to go back to Indianapolis. So we're gonna move past him. Jadeveon Clowney is another. Saints flirted with Jadeveon Clowney last year, trying to do a sign and trade or something like that. For him last year, it didn't work out well. He ultimately decided to go to Tennessee. The better fit would have been in New Orleans, but what they asked for, they ultimately ended up putting his ass in the street anyway. So Jadeveon Clowney remains one of the better outright defenders in the NFL, yet longer stay on the free agent market for the second season because he's going to try to do what he did last year. But it's going to hurt him this time around because of what happened to him last year. The previous year, he had somewhat of a better season. This time around, he got injured. He's not going to be able to play that game this year. So we understand that he probably going to take a cheaper deal somewhere. Is it with New Orleans? Saints do have an opening once again behind, if you take a look at, Cam and Davenport, who Cam's getting older. Davenport hasn't performed the full season for you yet since he's been in the NFL. Carl Granderson, 5 sacks last year, still very much growing, but you're still going to need that veteran edge rusher to kind of compete. You can never have too many pass rushers. Me personally, if you're saying Q between Davon Clowney and Carlos Dunlap, I like Carlos Dunlap. I think Carlos Dunlap would make sense because he could play that pass and run. He's a lot more durable than Jadeveon Clowney. Now, this is all speculation because we're just looking at him. Justin Houston really is one of my favorites here because Houston is the type of dude, if the Saints look at him, he's a guy that plays the run well, plays the pass right. He's a really good player, and he will come at a low cost. Now, he coming off what? He played for the Colts last year. Prior to that, he was with the Chiefs in that Super Bowl team. But Justin Houston is a wildebeest. He would fit very well in the Saints, and it wouldn't cost you a lot to get a guy like Justin Houston. He was never going to be one of the first edge rushers off the board in a very deep class of free agents, but he will likely surely end up as one of the best values. He's now 32. He spent last 2 seasons in Indianapolis doing what he does best, generate pressure. He's not the same player who put up 22 sacks in 2014, but he's posted 19 sacks over 2 seasons with the Colts. He also added 53 pressures while playing no more than 65% of the snaps in either season. Still a superb rotational pass rusher. Houston he hasn't flashed many signs of slowing down, and he has 7.5 sacks in every season dating back to 2012, minus an injury-riddled 2016 season. So Justin Houston definitely is a guy that you can look at and say, you know what, he fits in what the Saints doing. He can come in, he can provide pressure, he can also provide influence to the younger guys like Davenport and Carl Granderson and whoever the Saints pick up in the draft. He's a guy that you can move around on the line. He makes things happen. So do the Saints look at getting that complement veteran piece behind the Davenport to kind of solidify things? We got to keep the pressure going. Even though we have a younger team coming in, we cannot slack up on the pressure. We got to still keep the pressure on these opposing quarterbacks to make things happen. Justin Houston helps accomplish that. Let's move on to number 2 on the list, which is Mitchell Schwartz, offensive tackle. Now, the Chiefs released Schwartz and signed some other guys, but him and Eric Fisher. And they signed Joe Tooney, 5-year, $80 million contract to kind of beef up that line in front of Patrick Mahomes boys. And Schwartz, who turned 32, still has plenty to offer. He wants to keep playing after he had that back surgery, which is, you got to watch out. He's a pretty good offensive tackle, though. Still one of the best right tackles, one of the better ones. Is Schwartz has a high grade there last year, just 1 penalty and 2 sacks allowed over 357 snaps, and he don't let a sample size mislead you. In 2019, he had an 84.0 grade with 5 penalties, 0 sacks, over 1,000 snaps. That's pretty impressive. And should Schwartz keep playing, he's notable upgrade for more than teams in the league. Now, the Saints did give money to James Hurst. The Saints are still interested in signing a guy like Nick Easton. I don't know if the boat is for Schwartz. I mean, that might be something. Since we restructured Teron Armstead's deal, I don't think Schwartz fits in what they're doing. And of course, the number 1 option they see on here is Richard Sherman. Even though he's 33 years of age, it's clear Sherman still has plenty to offer a team in need of a starting cornerback. A season ago, Sherman appeared in just 5 games due to injuries, yet he still picked off passes on just 14 targets, finished with a 67.7 grade. Provided he's back 100%, a buying team wouldn't be foolish to expect something more in line with Sherman's 2019 numbers. That season, he played 15 games, allowed 27 catches on 51 targets with 3 interceptions, a grade of 88.9. And with the contract, numbers don't figure to be massive at this stage of his career. The majority of teams could do much worse when it comes to a second or borderline number 1 corner. So this is something that a lot of people are really skeptical about, including myself. I do like Richard Sherman. I just don't want him as my starting cornerback. Because why, Q? Because of a noticeable injury history that he had last year and prior to that. But when this guy is healthy, he's a force. Richard Sherman, one of the smartest cornerbacks in the NFL, would be a definite help to guys like Marshawn Lattimore and young cornerbacks that we bring on the team. Keith Washington, Junior Pell, Grant Haley. He will help those guys, and to a degree will help PJ Williams too. This guy is a really intelligent player. But the issue is his athletic limitations kind of worry me a bit. But I don't think the Saints, New Orleans Saints, are worried about that. Coach Payton and Dennis Allen, is trying to work along with special teams coach Chris Richard, who knows Sherman, and Coach Richard saying that he wants to build a Legion of Booms type secondary here. Well, one of its biggest members of the Boom is Sherman, who negotiated his own contracts. Does the Saints make something work with Sherman? And ultimately, you ask me, I would say probably something going to get done. Now, we do know that he's talking to Minnesota right now. So we'll know if he then parallels and comes in contrast, whatever the deal is with Minnesota with the Saints. But I do know Chris Richard wants him on his team. And then if you notice the trend, the Saints were all in and almost got Chidi Awuzie, the former Cowboy cornerback, before Cincinnati came in and overpaid for him. So the Saints almost had that guy, and he was a piece that Coach Richard knew when he coached him in Dallas. So you can see they're trying to reach to get people that knows his system. That's the trend that I've seen there with Coach Richard. And of course, he could be somebody we bring. I know a lot of people don't like that, but hey, that could be what it is. But that's some of the names. Let's move on. All right, we're going to cover this with emotional Jameis Winston. Would love to carry the torch from Drew Brees as New Orleans Saints there, and we're going to play a little Jameis in a minute. But the emotional Jameis Winston fought back tears Tuesday while talking about how much he meant to work closely with Drew Brees last year. And Winston said he would love to carry the torch for him. Be careful with that talk, because we've heard that before with Coach Payton talking about, Taysom Hill is he's going to be the. No, we're not going to do that. But he said, I would love to carry the torch. Winston expected to compete for the job with Taysom Hill this summer after Brees announced his retirement, and Winston signed a one-year deal with the Saints last week. Being able to have an entire season with Drew was a dream of mine, said Winston, who started to get choked up after doing a video conference with the Saints media. He was asked about the intimate conversation he spotted having with Brees on the sideline during the final minutes of the playoff loss in January. And of course, he says, for me to put his arm around me or just give me encouraging words after I saw the resilience, the passion, the way he approached every single day, for that to even be a story, I was touched by that, Winston said, because he doesn't even know how much he means to me and my family, for real. And for people who don't know, Jameis Winston is a guy that grew up in Alabama. He was a Saints family member when he was a child. Ultimately, he, everything happened. Him going to high school, being great in high school, becoming a sought after recruit, going to Florida State, winning a national championship as a freshman, and then becoming an NFL #1 overall quarterback, picked by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. All the instability and all the movement. He had good years, bad years, but ultimately, you get a really young guy, 27 years of age, who's mentored by Drew. And like I was telling people last night on the TSC Q&A live show, he's never been in a situation where he had somebody like a Drew, a Hall of Famer, and you observing the Hall of Famer's rituals and what he's doing, his exercises, his steps, and his routine. He's never done that before. And sat behind somebody. Jameis has always been the man. But he sat behind Drew and learned how to do it. And don't forget, him and Drew Brees always talk. They've been talking for a while since Jameis been in the NFC South. He would call and talk to Drew about matters of football and life. He's been doing that. This is nothing new. And one of the reasons he came to New Orleans is because of Drew Brees, to learn underneath him, because a good friend of his, Teddy Bridgewater, told him, listen, go to New Orleans because Drew really helped me. So Drew helps a lot of guys, not just quarterbacks, but he helps a lot of players and people, period, because people are outdone by how he prepares for the game. 60-minute mental preparation, going out and pretending the game is going on and he's operating it, and all this kind of stuff. Nobody does that. A handful of people or players in the league actually do that. Tom Brady has a pretty wicked routine as well. But Drew Brees is a guy that is personable as well. And you can see how he helped Taysom Hill, how he changed him. Taysom was a guy that said he kept getting hurt and, he having problems with injuries. And Drew, he said, Drew gave me his staff, his training staff, and told me, work with him. And since then, you see a lot of that disappear. So Taysom got his body right, his mind right, and he improved as a quarterback. He really did improve as a quarterback, but he got a long way to go. But Teddy Bridgewater, all these guys, Chase Daniels, all these guys benefited from playing with Drew Brees. They benefited from observing him and watching him. And not just that, but he would share game with him. He wasn't a Brett Favre type dude, you know. He would share game with these guys. He'd put you on game. So Jameis was saying that. He says, y'all don't understand the impact that him and a lot of other quarterbacks had on me, the quarterback growing up in Alabama. A lot of people don't understand the human aspect to an athlete, but just know I love Drew Brees for real. Like I really do. I was just happy that I was able to witness what he did and how he persevered last year. Winston's 27. In January, originally signed a one-year deal with the Saints last summer to try to revive his career and get a Harvard education in quarterback school. Just cause they paid him $1 million to go to school pretty much. Under people like Brees and Coach Payton's offensive, and then Pete Carmichael as well. Although Winston played sparingly last season, he did get a chance to compete. Drew a 56-yard touchdown pass on a trick play in the Saints playoff loss to his former team Tampa, and he enjoyed the experience enough to come back to the Saints as a free agent this year on a one-year deal that includes a $5.5 million guarantee and could be worth up to $12 million based on playing time and achievements. Now, Winston acknowledged that replacing someone like Brees comes with a tremendous amount of responsibility, but I embrace that. You just have to learn from your methods. You'll be the best version of yourself. That's what Drew would tell me. Winston said, you be Jameis Winston. You don't have to be Drew Brees. And I would love to carry that torch for him. I would love to be able to provide the excitement and joy and resilience that he provided for the city. When asked about how he thinks about Peyton's offense could evolve within, how he could involve with it, Winston said, I'm excited to discover the same thing with you. One thing I know about Coach Payton, he enjoys challenges. He enjoys new beginnings. Winston said, I think he's looking at this opportunity kind of like how I view it. It's how you got a young quarterback from San Diego, right? We got Drew from the Chargers in 06 and he exploded together. So, and then of course, Jameis said this as well. He says, I love football. That's all I've done my entire life. And someone that I look up to and I admire that actually could touch was my teammate that he had a chance to serve him. Like, man, I'm speechless. That's really gets me emotional because I really love Drew Brees. He says, I don't think he even understands. So, I mean, it's a lot of love there. And of course, they tell you about Jameis's accolades. Winston's career been filled with highs and lows. We know about the Heisman Trophy that he won, the national championship as well. He went 28-42 as a starter with over 5,000 pass yards in 2019. He was the first to do 30 for 30. Buccaneers decided to move on with whatever. Of course, he had the LASIK surgery, changed his thought process, came in the best shape of his life. Can't go with your whole damn article, but y'all get the idea. Jameis is really and just loves, Drew Brees. And that's not something new. He had a lot of love for Drew because he picked up the damn phone, call Drew if he got a problem. So, I mean, it's just really interesting, man. But Jameis Winston, man, is ready to go. He hadn't played a lot last year. And he has more experience than Taysom. Taysom in trouble on this one as far as quarterback's concerned. But Taysom wins anyway. Because if Jameis wins the job, you're still going to see Taysom out there running around as a running back, as a wide receiver, some tight end every now and again. You're still going to see a small selection of the Taysom Hill Wildcat package with him out there. Taysom, as Coach Payton, is going to get Taysom on the field any way he can get it. So regardless or not, if Taysom wins or loses, he still is going to play. It's just a reality. All right, let's move on to the next thing here as we keep going through this thing here. Now, the next one, we're going to go into a report, I think, from Saints Wire here. Let me see. It's taking a long time to kind of get up here. All right. How about this one until that other one get together? Former Saints cornerback Delvin Breaux retires from the CFL. This is something right here. Delvin Breaux says breaking one of the best in the game is calling it a career. And Delvin Breaux was a really good player for the Saints. He announced his retirement Wednesday following an 8-year career in pro football that included 3 seasons with his hometown Saints, 5 years in the CFL. Breaux, who turns 31, quickly became a fan favorite in New Orleans owing to his background as a hotly recruited high school prospect whose college career was taken from him in a serious neck injury. Saints named him their Ed Block Courage Award winner in 2015, though his run with them ended with another frustrating injury. That's always was being the case for this kid, is he always had some type of injury that just popped up there. But he overcame that adversity to chase opportunities in the CFL, where went on to earn a recognition as a 3-time All-Star with a spot on the league's first all-decade team. So, bro, a lot of people don't realize how good Delvin Breaux was in the CFL. Breaux put together quite a career for himself north of the border and is rightfully being celebrated for it. As you can see, some of his teammates like Eric Harris, who signed a deal. If our former player Eric Harris, who went out to the Raiders, balled for the Raiders, even won a starting job out there with hard work. Harris now signed with the Atlanta Falcons to play out there. And I always never knew why we got rid of Eric Harris, man. I just didn't like how now we got to see him again. He signed with the Falcons, and he gave a shout out to Delvin, bro, who he played with up there in the CFL. So that's a testament to of being a person that stick to your convictions. And Delvin, bro, retires from the CFL. All right, here we go. Saints assistant GM Jeff Ireland on hand for J.C. Horn's impressive pro day. New Orleans Saints need help at cornerback. They're releasing Janoris Jackrabbit Jenkins and salary cap casualty. They're starting that training camp competition between career backups Patrick Robinson, P.J. Williams, to fill in opposite of Marshawn Lattimore. So it makes sense the Saints have to take a hard look at J.C. Horn. Former Joe Horn, that's his boy. Wouldn't you know it, one of the best cornerbacks happened to be a son of a former Saints great, Joe Horn, who also was present to support his son. J.C. Horn starred for South Carolina last season and lit up the crowd at his pro day. Senior Bowl director Jim Nagy reported the Saints assistant general manager, vice president of college personnel Jeff Ireland for president, was among the attendees. Horn nailed the athletic testing measurements. Among the best cornerbacks to ever do the broad jump. The dude jumped 11 foot 1 inches, 96th percentile, and vertical jump of 41.5 inches, 96th percentile at a prototype 6'1", 205 pounds with 33-inch arm reach. NFL scout Matt Miller reports that some observers clocked Horn at 4.39 in that 40. A 4.39. That is pretty damn good for a 6'1", 205 pound cornerback running a 4.39 in the 40. So all that does, it just does validate his great college game tape and probably pushes Horn out of New Orleans range. That first draft pick isn't until the 28th. Still is good to see Ireland paying attention, at least performing his due diligence. Who knows what can happen on draft day? That is very true. So a good draft day for J.C. Horn. Really great measurables. He's going to be a first rounder, man. And of course, we're going to talk about our former dude, Thor, who really hasn't been playing like Thor. He's been playing more like, what I say? He ain't been playing like Thor. He's been playing more like Loki. He ain't been playing like Thor. He's been playing like Loki. That's why he going to see the Wizard, and he signed with the Cowardly Lions. Lions signed former Saints linebacker Alex Anzalone. Get it, 10-man Lion. We had the 10-man, we had the Cowardly Lion, and whatever. Let's keep it going, and there it is. The Lions are signing. That's right. Lions are signing Alex Anzalone, former Saint linebacker, signed a 1-year deal, just under $2 million with the Detroit Lions. Now, another former Saints player is joining Dan Campbell's in Detroit. According to Mike Ruffalo, reports that the Lions will sign free agent linebacker Alex Anzalone to a 1-year deal at $1.75. Alex will work along with familiar faces Aaron Glenn, who's Campbell's defensive coordinator, as well as the new position coach Mark Deloney. A third-round pick out of Florida from the Saints' historically great 27 NFL draft. Alex Anzalone's history of shoulder injuries followed him into the pros and limited his availability through his tenure in New Orleans. Unfortunately, he didn't play well in 2020 and forced the team to trade for Quan Alexander in an attempt at upgrading the roster spot. He still has produced 123 combined tackles, 85 solo, 38 regular season games with the Saints, along with 4 sacks, 8 quarterback hits, 3 forced fumbles, and an interception. 3 pass deflections. He's capable of making some splash plays here or there. Don't expect the Saints to receive draft compensation in 2022 following Alex Anzalone's departure. His low salary won't qualify for the NFL's formula when allocating those draft picks. Though it would cancel out a low-cost addition, the Saints may choose to sign themselves, protecting their projected compensation for losing Sheldon Rankins and Trey Hendrickson. So Alex Anzalone, who played like baloney, is now with the Detroit Lions. So with that being said, we're going to go over all of our stories. And like I said, man, one of the top moves here is the fact that the Saints signed tight end Nick Vannett to a 3-year deal. So the Saints get him on a 3-year deal. And like I said, Vannett is a tight end that played with several teams, including the Broncos. He was with Pittsburgh for a little bit. and I believe Seattle. Yep, Seattle traded him to the Steelers and then whatnot. So he's been in the league for a little bit, but he's been all over the place, a journeyman. The Saints seen him, said, listen, let's bring him in. I looked at the film on Vannett. Vannett is a guy that can block and he can catch too. So we'll see. So they'll pair him and Adam Troutman together to form the new team, and perhaps we'll see what it looks moving ahead. So Nick Vannett's the latest Saints to sign. We also went over the fact that the Saints are close to a name rights deal for the Superdome. We've covered that between the parent company of Harris, which is a casino company. That's never been done before. A casino company has never put its name on the building for obvious reasons, because a lot of people would be looking at that kind of funny. But we'll take whatever money it is, if it comes from the casino or anybody, obviously. Ranking the top NFL free agents left on the board and pairing them and how they can help the Saints. We did that as well. Went down the entire list. We also talked about Jameis Winston and his emotional response to Drew Brees in an article, which was touching. We also went over Jeff Ireland visiting J.C. Horn and watching him perform. And, of course, we talk about Alex Anzalone, who played like baloney, who signed with the Detroit Lions as well. And then we also went over Delvin, retires from the CFL. And, of course, on the back end, that's pretty much everything right there. So with that being said, we're going to flash back to the mainstream, and I want to give it up to the great Saint Tank for chiming in with me on this one. Much love to you guys. Appreciate you guys for being here. And listen, there's a lot going on, in terms of that. Please feel free to hit the like button as well. All right. And James Combs is in the building. What's up, Swade? Much love to you, brother. Big ups to my dog, Swade, in the building as well. Big ups, bro. All right. Oh, Hayabusa 14, who that to your family? And like I said, we got about another 8 minutes ago. I'm not trying to, I came on the Wednesday show. I'm not trying to keep the family members for very long. But hold on, fam. Let me cut that off. All right, let's get him on out of here. Cut that down. All right, but anyway, that's what we're talking about today. A lot of stuff to talk about Saints related. And if you guys have any news, notes, and items, please feel free to drop them down in the chat, and I'll make sure I get to it and drop it. Trey Joseph says, does Jameis get that start? I'm good with it. Let's see his redemption. I do agree with you. I think Jameis Winston does start. I really do. I think Jameis Winston gets in there. And listen, you got Taysom, and really, I like Taysom Hill a lot, you know what I'm saying? But Taysom, in my opinion, his only advantage over Jameis Winston was the fact that he was in Sean Payton's system a year before Jameis got here. But now that Jameis had that 1 year instruction, I think Jameis is familiar enough to get in there and compete with him. And the major problem with Taysom, besides having limited experience and starting only 4 games in his career in the pros as a quarterback, not as a running back, wide receiver, special teams guy, but as a quarterback, that is very stern. And of course, Jameis Winston has all of this stuff. He's all this experience, and he has a lot of the great Saint Tank and the Who Dat Nation behind him to become the starting quarterback in a fair competition, because I've documented and said for months, for even years, about Sean Payton absolutely loves Taysom Hill. He loves Taysom. And even one of the reporters made a joke about it, and I played it on the show, about Sean Payton loves Taysom Hill more than her wife loves her. She said that. And I've been saying that. I say y'all are misunderstanding that this guy loves Taysom, and does he get a fair shot at the job? Because realistically speaking, he does in a fair competition. Jameis will beat Taysom Hill straight up. That's just what it is. But the reality at the end of the day is, even though Jameis beats Taysom at the quarterback position, the competition, Taysom still is going to play a lot simply because of his versatility in the Saints offense. And Coach Payton, I still see a scenario where Coach Payton will roll out the Wildcat offense for Taysom. Y'all know that, and I know that. Just because Jameis win it don't mean you ain't gonna see Taysom. Sean Payton still gonna it's still gonna be a role for Taysom's offense with Jameis as a starter. I'm just keeping it real. You've seen it on the back end of Drew, but you're gonna see it as well with Taysom and with Payton. We're gonna see. I'll be surprised if he keep Taysom out of that job, not being a quarterback. So we'll see. So thank you for that. Much love to you. What's up, Derek? Big ups to my dog, Derek. What's up, brother? Good to see you in the chat, bro. Who that to you? Good to see you there. Who that, fam? All right, Slade. What's up, brother Slade? Who that to you as well? Much love to you. All right, big ups. Goonie 300, what's up, fam? Big ups. All right, brother Trey Joseph. What's up, Damien? Big ups to Damien. Don Juan Fontaine. What's up, fam? Who that to you as well? What's up, Lori? Who that to you, baby? Much love to you. As well, who that king? What's up, fam? Who that to you? All right, appreciate y'all being in a live stream family. Please strike that like button if you hadn't hit it yet. John Thompson, what's up, fam? Who that to John Thompson? Much love, my brother. Good to see you in the chat as well. All right, Brewman, what's up, brother? Good to see Brewman in the building. Darrell, what's up, fam? Much love to you. Lori, much love to you. Marcos, what's up, fam? Big ups to you as well. Tragic, what's up, Tragic? Big ups to you as well. So good to see a lot of the family members in the building. Much love to y'all, man. Appreciate y'all joining me on this on the Hump Day edition. All right, so let's keep it going, man. Any questions, concerns, and comments about what kind of moves? Are y'all guys happy? Let's do that for the last 10 or 15 minutes. What's up, B Jizzle? Big ups to my dog, B Jizzle. Who that to you, brother? Good to see you on the chat. Who that to you? What's up, Issa? Issa Vibe. Who that to you, fam? What's up, B? How you been, B Jizzle? I hope you and my boy Derek and everybody chilling in the chat. Big ups to all the family members chiming in. Good to see y'all, man. Big ups. Let's talk about that. Let me sprinkle some game here. What do you guys think about the moves that the Saints are making right now? Are you guys happy about the moves that the Saints are making right now? Are you guys understanding things, or you want the Saints to be a little bit more aggressive? You tell me. Let me know. Let's put this. If it's one free agent that you want, who should the Saints sign at the cornerback position? I think that's the biggest need right there. Who should the Saints sign at the cornerback position if they do sign somebody, or do you guys prefer them to go to the draft for a cornerback? Let me know who you think we should get there. All right. Big ups to the family. All right. Let's keep going here and keep running. Tragic. What's up, Tragic? Says Winston will be the starter and he will have a better year than Stanford. I'm willing to bet. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. All right. What's up, Alex? He says, with Winston as the QB, do we look to carry a QB3 with Taysom continuing in his Swiss Army role? Well, they actually do have a third quarterback. We don't talk about him that often, but Trevor Siemian, who used to play for the Minnesota Vikings. Siemian played for the Vikings. He played for the Broncos. Bit of a journeyman, but they picked up Siemian last year. He is on the practice squad, but he's a veteran quarterback. And whether the Saints bring in or draft somebody to play the position, but they do have a veteran on the team behind Jameis, Taysom, and this Trevor Siemian, a journeyman veteran quarterback that's there, who can win games for you in a small sample size. He can do that, so Trevor Siemian, he's there. So I know it ain't much, but it's up. All right. Slate said, I'm pulling for the crab. He says he's pulling for the crab. Clean Hands. What's up, Clean Hands? Who that to you? Says Cardell Stewart started off like Taysom and was able to become pretty good for a few years. I'm rooting for Winston, though. All right. Thank you, Clean Hands. Inevitable says, he says, what linebackers on this team that don't care about anything but annihilation of ball carriers? He said, what one linebacker on this team that won't annihilate him? Well, DeMario, the only person I know that's trying to blow somebody up as a linebacker now. Zach Bowen hit some people on special teams, and I watched film of Zach Bowen there, and Caden Ellis moves, but Caden got a lot. But nasty mentality, that's DeMario Davis. We could most certainly use another, a mean linebacker. Ain't no doubt about it. I mean, we definitely have several positions that need to upgrade. So I'm with you on that. We need some mean linebackers and some mean safeties like that too. Thank you for that. All right. A lot of people commenting on that one. All right, let's keep it going. Let's see. Derek, what's up, Derek? He says, if you haven't already, thank you, Derek, for that. Appreciate you, brother. Inevitable says no. All right. T Dirty says, what's up, T Dirty? Who that to you, brother? Not sure about keeping PJ. It's too late. They got him on there already, bro. I know, bro. I know. I had to make fun of it, bro. I had to put the PJ theme up there. We had fun that show. All right, Laura, thank you, baby. She says Richard Sherman. Thank you, Laura. Mr. Combs says, he says Sherman for cornerback. Thank you. What's up, Olden Force? He says Hayward. Inevitable says Malcolm Butler. Pelican Nola says Sherman. All right. Who that King said we need a corner. What's up, Matthew? Who that to your fam? He says, what up, Q? What's up to you, Matthew? Good to see you in the chat, my friend. Much love. All right, Sled says cornerback for sure, maybe D-line. Hayabusa says Sherman and then draft another one. Load up. Jerry said, what's up? Jerry says, but no spamming. Okay, all right. He talking to somebody. All right. All right. Let's see. Matthew says Malcolm Butler. Thank you, Matthew. Trey Joseph says draft a 3-year SEC starting cornerback. I knew who that is. All right. Who that King says no Sherman. All right. Inevitable says, okay, they talking back and forth. All right. Hold on here. Let me get to the rest of the comments here. All right. Issa says Sherman not necessarily to start, but you guide the younger players since he knows the new coach defense, but still draft the guy. Very well said, Issa. And I think that's a smart move too, because what you see what the Saints were trying to reach at, they were actually trying to get somebody that's familiar with Coach Richard's system. That's why they went for Chidi Awuzie before Cincinnati secured him. And of course, now they're looking at Richard Sherman. That's why that connection is real. They're attempting to get a guy that's familiar with Coach Richard's principles and to be able to convey those principles on the field of play, which Richard Sherman is one of the most cerebral cornerbacks that we have into out here. So if you take Richard Sherman, I often said that the Saints will have probably one of the most intelligent secondaries in the NFL if Sherman does come down here. But you most certainly will have to fortify Sherman, with a draft pick or, just in case injuries occur. Now, Sherman could be good on many levels. He could help, get people together. And then, of course, you have Sherman and Malcolm Jenkins, two intelligent players right there. Then you got Laddie Daddy. Once this extension gets done, you got Chauncey Gardner-Johnson that can benefit from this. And, of course, the younger guys like Pell Grant Haley, Keith Washington Jr., and even to a degree, P.J. Williams could benefit from this as well, from the instruction of Richard Sherman's, and Coach Richard and Richard Sherman. Maybe we can get a couple of degrees better with this guy, teaching and schooling them. You know what I'm saying? Because it'll be hard pressed. Because let me tell you one thing about Richard Sherman, man. That if Richard Sherman see you out there getting turned around like a Christmas rotisserie chicken, he gonna bark at you. Richard Sherman ain't gonna let your ass make it. I'm just y'all know it like I do. A lot of y'all know it too. Y'all guys seen Richard Sherman getting on teammates when they miss tackles, they drop interceptions. He's a guy that makes you be accountable. So for all the family members saying, nah, Richard Sherman, listen, it probably is gonna happen because, Coach Richard wants Sherman on his team so he can have that guy on the play. But what Richard Sherman does bring is accountability. That's one thing I know about Richard Sherman's game. He ain't gonna be sitting up there letting P.J. Williams get turned around like a Christmas goose. He's not gonna happen. He don't know what he's doing. Richard Sherman gonna be like, look here, dude, you got to do this. He gonna get them together, and I would love to see that, to be honest with you. He ain't gonna sit up there like, man, what are you looking at? What are you doing? He gonna be pointing and doing this, and P.J. gonna have his head down. Now lift up your damn head when I'm talking to you. I'm trying to tell you what to do. Stop trying to steal money. We're gonna do it the right way. Man, I ain't stealing money. Oh, man. Yeah, you is, PJ. I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. Like I know you out there, you got the gun on their ass. I'm gonna just be honest with you. PJ is straight up uncovered face robbery. It's like stupid criminal robbery. It's like PJ got it just like this, give up the goods. And the Saints like, okay, here, take $2 million a year. That's straight open face robbery. Straight stealing. PJ, you stealing. You stealing your ass off, PJ. And let me tell you something. But anyway, that'll be a plus in that regard, man, the accountability aspect of it. All right, Marco said, I won't draft the cornerback from Florida State. Yeah, Shanti Samuel Jr., really good cornerback. Hayabusa says, I think Sherman will come to New Orleans because he has a lot of respect for Peyton and Coach Richard, be a mentor as well. That's very well said. I agree with you, Hayabusa. Much love. Kenny, what's up, Kenny? He said, Winston got to be the QB number 1. Thank you, Daryl. I think he will end up being that way. Leo, what's up, Leo? Says Casey Hayward Jr., free agent. Right. Yeah, you like him. Yeah, I like Casey Hayward too, man. I wonder if we can, and hopefully we make a move on one of these guys, you know what I'm saying? The security, some of these guys, because they are going fast off the free agency wire, man. Hopefully we get one of these guys because Malcolm Butler is quality. Casey Hayward is a really good cornerback. He has some injuries, but he is a solid cornerback. He really is. And really the Chargers didn't want to release him, but they like Mike Davis out there, and they brought Mike Davis back on like a 3-year deal, and they put Casey Hayward in the street. But Casey Hayward has always been a very solid cornerback, would be an excellent pickup. but it's bad at a disadvantage because the Saints are looking for somebody that's familiar with Coach Rashard principles, and Richard Sherman does fit that ilk. So we'll see how it all shapes. Thank you, Leo. Jared says, okay, Jared talking. High Boost says, which one, Samuel? I think he's saying Samuel Jr. is the best out of Florida State, Ashanti Samuel Jr. All right, who that King says Casey Hayward. Yes. Derek says, I'm watching. He said, I'm with you. All right. Marco says that Samuel. Slade says, right. Ramsey says, hey, Q, I believe we need to draft Sam Ellinger and a cornerback. Yeah, I'm with you on the Sam Ellinger, the quarterback out of Texas. Man, a lot of people know about him. Now, they ain't talking. Notice nobody really talking about Sam Ellinger. But when the draft starts, watch how fast he get up off that board. Sam Ellinger ain't going to go in the 4th round. He going to go in the 3rd sometime, I'm telling you. You looking at a guy, you won't talk about Drew Brees clones. Let me tell y'all something. Drew Brees clones don't get picked in the 1st round of today's game. Because them type of dudes they sneak up on you, just like Drew did. The San Diego, when they drafted Drew, they took Drew at the top of the 2nd round. And the reason why he went there is because his size, his arm, and all that. Never mind his intelligence, never mind his accuracy, never mind all of that stuff. And Drew Brees outperformed guys that had height, that had the strength, all that. He took all their records down, all their goddamn records. Guy could throw a ball through a brick wall, took all their damn records down. You know, Brett Favre had an arm so nasty. He had his Donald Driver and Robert Brooks and the rest of his wide receivers he had and in Green Bay had disfigured fingers trying to catch passes. He disfigured their fingers. Brett Favre did. If you go look up at the video, had videos of it showing their hands the fingers all misshapen and shit. You know, and I have to make that guy pay for that. Why the hell are you throwing the ball that hard for? But that's how he said that's what it was. Fingers misshapen because Brett Favre trying to throw a ball through, you know, trying to impale you with the damn ball. But Brett Favre had an arm. Drew took all his shit down. So I'm just showing you that, you know, you talking about a Drew Brees clone, you'll never find somebody going to take a Drew Brees clone with the 1st round pick. They're not even looking for that. Not even a team that had Drew on the roster and he performed at a Hall of Fame level for him is looking for a Drew Brees clone. They're out there looking for a Taysom Hill clone. They're looking for everybody else clone. And I say, hold on, stop the presses. Why are we looking for a Taysom Hill clone when Taysom is not a complete quarterback that can throw the ball and be accurate and all this? Would we looking for a clone for Taysom? And remind me that again. Why are we not looking for Drew Brees clone since he's the first ballot Hall of Famer? But this guy Ellinger is a Drew Brees clone. He's not. He's the same type of stuff. He come from the same damn high school as Drew Brees. He wore his number, and Drew has a relationship with this kid. He mentors this kid. He's 6'2", 220 pounds. He's not. He gets off. He's not super fast. He's not super slow. He's right middle of the pack, just like Drew Brees is. That's the type of dude sneak up on you and knock your head off. His preparation is on par, on level. He was a winner. He made some mistakes there, just like Drew did when Drew played in college-wise. But this kid is somebody you watch out for. And when he played against Joey Burrow 2 years ago in that Texas matchup, man, that guy was dueling with Joey B. And Joey B became a 1st round draft pick, 1st overall quarterback for the Bengals last year. That Ellinger kid is somebody to watch out for. I keep telling y'all that. I told y'all that last year about Jalen Hurts. I was beating the block almost like Jalen Hurts was sending checks here or something. But I'm just telling y'all, man, I know football, and that Ellinger kid is something special to watch out for. Thank you, Ramsey, for that, man. He says in the cornerback, too. Thank you. All right, John. What's up, John? Says, Haywood a Butler. All right. All right. James Combs says, Giraffe a linebacker. Giraffe a line. I got you. T. Dirty says, I'd rather have Serena over PJ. You know, and I think in a fight, Serena will whoop PJ ass. I'm just going to be honest with you. And she probably can cover better than him too, man. She'll do one of them hip flexes, them suplexes on his tail, man. And yeah, but yeah, Serena, man, listen, I know what you mean there, T. Inevitable said that was my way of saying that I'm not happy with free agency. Yep. All right. Jerry says PJ is a silver trash can. I see it, brother Jerry. I'm with you on that. All right. James says PJ Williams jersey on sale. Yeah, we showed the picture of PJ Williams. His jersey on sale for 99 cents, and it still has smoke on it and fire, and it come in 3 different smoky flavors. And 3 smoky aromas You know, there's charcoal, hickory, smoke burnt textures. There's 3 different textures or smells for the pre-burnt PJ Williams jersey. So yeah, absolutely. Thank you for that, Sway. All right, Damien said, hey Q, I'm more concerned about the tight end position. I know we have Troutman, but he haven't proven anything yet. I never heard of this new guy we signed. What I know, bro. But yeah, Coach Payton was looking at the Vannett for a minute, man, and they were high on this dude, man. You can go back and go back and research and find that the Saints were looking at Vannett, and they think he fits the scheme. If you go back and look at footage of Vannett, he blocks really well, and he's a sneaky, pretty good catcher of the ball. He got good size on him, and the Saints think they can take him and turn him into something like they did with Josh Hill. Remember, Josh Hill was an undrafted tight end, and the Saints were able to bring him on the team and do some stuff with him. But they're high on Vannett. If you go back and watch the film, the first thing pops off is that he does a good job of blocking, and he can leak out and catch a ball too. So we'll see how it all shakes up at the tight end position. Also, I'm thinking, man, perhaps it could be an option that the Saints go and look at a guy like you take Jawan Johnson, a big wide receiver from Oregon that we have on the practice squad, and perhaps convert him to a tight end. Is that something we can look at? Wouldn't be a bad idea to take a look at that, man. I'm just saying. All right, let's keep going. Rose says, breaking news, Saints bring back Brandon Browner for a carton of Newports and a pack of top ramen noodles, mama noodles. Yeah, I got you on that, Ro. I got you, brother. Slade says, well, Ellinger go in the first. No, Slade, he ain't going in the first round. Ellinger going to go probably in maybe between the 3rd and 4th rounds. That's where he's likely to fall to. So he could be somebody, and I'm telling you, he on the Saints radar, even though there's not anybody, no word that we are scouting Sam Ellinger, but I'm telling you, Drew Brees told Sean Payton about Sam Ellinger. I'm telling you, he did. He had to tell him, and Sean Payton, they ain't gonna scout him because they don't want to put, usually you scout these players, but some of the players the Saints know about enough because they got unofficial scouting going on. So they don't report everybody they scouting to you. You got an official list and an unofficial list. And I have to put Sam Ellinger on that unofficial list because I'm telling you, they know who Sam Ellinger is in that building because of Drew Brees too. You know, this kid is his game. He models his game after Drew. So we're looking at maybe in the 3rd or 4th round, which would be a good spot to pick up a guy like that. The Saints have plenty of picks to get a guy like that. So, you know, hopefully we land Ellinger, man. I would like to have him on the team. All right, thank the family members for joining us in the live stream. Please feel free, if you hadn't hit the like button, please hit the like button. If you aren't a subscriber to the Great Saint Think Tank, please hit the subscribe button today. All right, big ups to the rest of the family members. Thank you, Slade Pelicans Notes says Big Q. And he says that P and J stand for post junk. Post junk Williams. I got you, fam. Darrell says Browner going to jail for a while. Yeah. Just terrible how some of them guys. Browner was into some foolishness, man. Yeah, they threw him away for a little bit. Kenneth says Mike can't get Ellinger in the 3rd round. He'll be there between the 3rd and 4th rounds, but other teams are aware of who Sam Ellinger is, man. You know, and the Saints they scouted the brother out of Missouri. They scouted him, the Alabama dude, which I don't think the Saints gonna get the Alabama dude. He's gonna be long gone if the Saints are moving 8. And from what I'm hearing, the Saints ain't looking to get that, you know, really aggressive moving up or not. They're just looking to have a solid draft. So we're going to see how it all goes, man. All right. Thank you for that. Let's see. All right. Colonnade says Serena for the win. All right. Slade said wouldn't be a bad choice in the 3rd round. Right. Darrell says linebacker Collins out of Tulsa can play. Yeah, everybody, most of the Great Saint Think Tank loves Xavier Collins out of Tulsa. 6'4", 264. A guy that can he could rush the passer and drop back and cover tight ends. He's athletic. He's a bit raw. I've seen some stuff from him that I didn't like, but he has a tremendous upside. He will definitely add a lot of versatility to the Saints defense if we look in his direction. But a lot of people love the Xavier Collins out of Tulsa. A lot of the Whodats love that guy. Also, you know, Jabril Cox is another guy that we can look at getting. Why not? I mean, even though they call him a linebacker, he really is a safety. He's the guy that fit. And this is the breed of these linebackers they call him. But, you know, it's really safeties that's playing linebackers. They 220, 225, 230. Just heavy safeties that's playing linebackers like Devin White is. And
You know, the brother from Atlanta. These guys have safety speed playing and hitters playing the linebacker position. Jabril Cox, intelligence-wise, he can drop back to play the safety if you need him to play back there, or he can play the linebacker. He provides versatility for you. He would be a solid pickup for the Saints, and he's picked to be a guy that goes between the second and the third round of the draft. Do the Saints pick up a Jabril Cox who can do safety play and linebacker play for you? I don't know. We'll see. More than likely, probably no, because we don't like LSU players for whatever reason. Trey Joseph says, my money on Serena. Yeah, I got to put it on Serena, man. Serena beat PJ 8 ways from Tuesday. DeWine, what's up, DeWine? Big ups to your fam. Goonie says, I like Kelly Mine as Saints QB. Yeah, Kelly Mine is, like I said, I don't have a problem with Kelly Mine. You know, we'll see what he does moving forward. But I've seen a lot of Kelly Mine because, you know, I'm LSU, and we've played Texas A&M a lot out of the SEC. And he had some really good games against the Saints. He surprised me with his play last year. But, you know, like I said, I like Kelly Mine. I just don't like them stupid-ass shoulder pads he wear. Them shoulder, I mean, I don't know what it is. I just don't like them dumb-ass shoulder pads. All right, KB says good night. Good night to you, KB. Much love, baby. Appreciate you for stopping by as well. Kenny says everybody we pick up is probably going to see as a bargain. Yep, especially at this time. Marco says Florida got a good tight end. Yeah, Kyle Pitts. He'll be long gone. Elmo, what's up, Elmo? Who that to you, fam? Trey Joseph says, it's Thin Truth Tinto. Okay, hold on. He was talking. Rose says, Pitts gone. Yeah, he going to be gone in the top 5, top 10 picks. He gone out the door. You know, that dude's going to he's going to be a weapon for somebody. All right. Let's see what else we got chiming in. Uncle Paulie. What's up, Uncle Paulie? He in the building. Much love to Brother Paul. All right. What's up, Anthony? Who that to you, fam? Good to see you in the chat. Uncle Paul says, Spud Webb without play PJ Williams. Goonie says, I think Kellen Mine is better, bro. Well, I mean, you could probably be right on that, bro. I mean, athletically, and he does have a bigger arm than Ellinger. He is more athletic than Ellinger. And their play experience is right around the same. And he did a lot of great things for Texas A&M football last year. They were loaded, man, and they were a problem. So, I mean, we'll see where he goes. Hopefully he stays as a quarterback and they'll try to convert him into a wide receiver or something like they did Antoine Randall L many years ago. All right, big ups to you. Thank you for that, fam. All right, who else we got there? Pelicans noticed at BQ. I went to a Saints game and someone left PJ Williams jersey on the front of the windshield saying for free, come back. After the game, they had 3 more jerseys on. PJ Williams you know what? And PJ Williams say, man, why they messing with me like that? Why they doing me like that? Don't they think I give my heart and soul to this team? Why they doing me like that, Q? Well, PJ, bro, listen, bro. We love you, brother. I mean, just first and foremost and I'm addressing PJ Williams right now, you know. Why they doing me like that, Q? Well, look, PJ, bro, you know, first and foremost, brother, we love you. You know what I'm saying? We love you. But you and I know we going to keep it real here on the Great Saint Think Tank, brother PJ. We know you and I know you and I and the whole Great Saint Think Tank and Who That Nation know you out there stealing money, brother. Come on. You know, come on, bro. You be dropping interceptions. You know what I'm saying? You be breaking up passes by accident and pretending like you did it on purpose. PJ, we see it all, brother. You know, you hit the ball right there and then see it and then go like you did something. We see it all, PJ. Cut that out, bro. You did that on accident, PJ. You know, and the reality is the Saints took you with a 3rd round pick out of Florida State several years ago. And they had starting experience for you. And then you started for a little bit before Ken Crawley, before you came along and took your job from you. That's right. Ken Crawley, before you took his job from him. And for a large degree, PJ got good size. He got good speed. But his problem is lapses in concentration, focus, work ethic. Where do I stop? I mean, how as a guy that been in the same system for over 4 years continue to get turned around like he on a rotisserie stick? I just don't get it. I don't understand, brother. And now I'll be fighting for you on here, PJ, if, you know, we had instability at the secondary position. You know, every year the Saints had a different secondary coach. Oh, no. That wasn't the case, PJ. You had stability. You had the same coaches for 4 years and you were still out there looking bad. You know it, and I know that. You was dropping interceptions. Remember that? You don't know how to cover that well. You get in front of the guy like that and be watching his feet. And Deion Sanders told you. Deion Sanders told you because you come from the same school Deion Sanders come from. Sanders told you that you don't pay attention to their feet. You pay attention to their what? Their hips. They can't fool you with their hips. That's Deion Sanders came from Florida State. Where you come from, PJ. Where you come from. Deion Sanders told you that. Do not pay attention to their feet. Pay attention to their hips. Deion said that. But you pay attention to their feet every time. You watching them tap dance, and about time they going that way, he grabbing them, holding them. What you grabbing them for, PJ? You know that's illegal. Why you holding them and grabbing them? You're doing that because you got a flawed technique. You're not confident in what you're doing. But that could be fixed by merely doing the right thing. That's why I say if Richard Sherman comes here, Richard Sherman ain't going to let PJ Williams get away with that half-ass technique. Y'all know that, and I know that. He is a smoked chicken out there. That's why we make all these jokes, the rotisserie boys and all this shit. Why you think we making jokes calling you and Patrick, you and Marcus Williams, the rotisserie brothers? Why you think we doing that? You know? Why you think we calling you the rotisserie brothers? You get turned around, man, like you in the turnstile, bro. Come on. Bro, and then the thing is, if you're a cornerback, your job is to cover the wide receiver. And I mean in a good way, not in a bad way, which means you stay in front of them for half of a second, a fraction of a second. And the next thing you know, the dude turn you around, he catch your touchdowns, and you diving at his feet. Come on, PJ. What part of the game is that, brother? Come on. But I tell you one thing, Richard Sherman come on this team, he ain't going to be putting up with that shit. And Chris Richard, the new coach, is going to be expecting more out of you, so you ain't going to be able to make it like you was making it with Aaron Glenn. So I'm just going to throw that out there. PJ, what are they messing with, Mikhail? They messing with you, bro, because they know you out there smoked chicken. You barbecue chicken. You fricasseed chicken. You fried chicken. You KFC. You Popeyes. All the brands. You get all the brands. You Popeyes. You KFC. You Church's Chicken. You all of that. You go to there, see PJ Williams standing in front there with a box of chicken in his hand because that's where you smoked chicken, barbecue chicken, rotisserie chicken, everything. That is you, sir. Get your goddamn game right, man. Just like Drew Brees. How you be on? Let me ask you this last question, PJ, before I turn you loose. How? I'm Big Chief Brown Feather. How you have Drew Brees on your team and you still getting burnt? But everybody, Taysom getting better, Jameis getting better, all these other players getting better, but PJ Williams still stealing money? Bro, your money stealing days is over with. Let me tell you something. The scam is up. The scam is up, PJ. All right, man, I'm gonna lay off PJ. Let me turn him loose on that one. But yeah, man, come on, PJ. Stealing barbecue chicken, rotisserie chicken, stewed chicken. That's what that man is, man. That man was a part of the goddamn, what group he was? He was a part of the Dollar Tree Quartet. That's how much we think of PJ's game. He was a member of the Dollar Tree Quartet. They have 3 songs on the Sports Coma. Everybody loved the Dollar Tree Quartet. PJ Williams was a member of the Dollar Tree Quartet. Patrick Robinson's a member of the Dollar Tree Quartet. Ken Crawley before you walk is a member of the Dollar Tree Quartet. And then Justin Hardy was a member of the Dollar Tree Quartet. He couldn't even cover a bed. Hardy was so bad as a cornerback that the Saints jumped over his head to go get Pell Grant Haley, who was a practice squad cornerback with very limited experience, to come in there and play them games, to play in that game. That's how bad Justin Hardy was, because the Saints seen how bad he was 2 years ago when we played against the Tennessee Titans, and that wide receiver turned him around in that game. I was like, this dude, how the hell this man a cornerback here? How the hell I could put my children out there to cover people better than this man. This man was absolutely horrible. That guy took his lunch, beat him across the head. He went and got some more lunch. Dude came and took it from him again. I'm like, this is just repugnant. This is repugnant. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. What the issue I have is we bringing back sorry-ass cornerbacks. Now, to Patrick Robinson's credit, Patrick Robinson does do a decent job when he plays, but the issue is when he plays, he don't play. He always hurt. And he's still on the team, though. So, listen, man, don't talk to me about Saints cornerbacks. You put Jack Rabbit in the street, we couldn't afford him, Q, but you franchise tag Marcus Williams? In a safety-heavy free agency. They got some solid safeties out there right now, baby. But we needed the money. Yeah, but you ain't had the money when you tagged Williams. You ain't had the money when you tagged Williams, but we couldn't afford $14 million because we had to put him in the street. Oh, yeah, okay. But you ain't got nothing to replace him. So, Pro Bowler in the street, Tennessee said, oh, shit, man, and cut Adoree Jackson, Malcolm. Tennessee was taking it. Was like, they was messing with Adoree Jackson. They put Adoree Jackson in the street when they seen the Jackrabbit coming. So, like I said, man, we're going to get it together. We'll see how it all shakes. But PJ got to get it together. PJ, come on, bro. Come on. I know people be sending you this shit because I know the dude that be sending them to you. Come on, man. You got to do better than that, bro. We ain't trying to mess over you and talk mess about you. Consider it constructive criticism. We want to see you do good. You know, I don't want none of these Atlanta Falcon people calling here, the Tampa Bay people chatting up here and emailing me and saying, man, we got the best of you because that clown PJ. Nah, PJ, we want you to represent the Who Dat, the Great Saint Think Tank and the Who Dat Nation correctly, brother. We want you to step up and be what we think you know you could be. You know, they had people when he came out there, they were saying PJ was better than Ramsey. And I'm like, man, what? Now today, if somebody told you that, you would slap the piss out of them and have them instantly committed. I'm just saying, man, when he first came out, they were saying that PJ Williams would be a better cornerback in the NFL than Ramsey would be. Boy, what a lie that was. What a liar that was. Boy, that was a lie and a half there and a laughing half at the same thing. Yep, Muse laughed, said the hips don't lie. No, the hips don't lie, baby. You know, the hips never lie. But that's what Deion Sanders say. And Deion Sanders, the greatest cornerback that ever did this thing. He came from the same university as Patrick Robinson and PJ Williams, which was Florida State. So very interesting. T Dirty says, when my son run out of diapers, I'm gonna get a PJ. And he would do a good job of maintaining that waist. Oh man, my goodness, man, my goodness. Yeah, he a grabber. Tramal said PJ's a grabber. He a grabber because he's not confident. You ain't supposed to be. Listen, bro. Like when we played Atlanta last year, they were targeting PJ Williams because they know when PJ come in the game, he can't cover to save their life. They know it and they was throwing at him. Saints was having success against them when Atlanta can start moving the ball against PJ Williams. Remember that? And that's been a mainstay because everybody know the scouting report is out. You think I'm hating on you, PJ? Go look at the team scouting reports. That's what they're saying about you. You're half of your incomplete cornerback. That's what it is. You know, they got the scouting report and then they got a paragraph there and they got the letter grade. They got a big ass I up there on the scouting report for incomplete. Incomplete, meaning you are half a cornerback. It's like you just like some legs running around on the field. That's what it looked like. Hi, Abu said, I believe PJ was signed strictly for depth purposes and he was cheap. $2 million, bro. You absolutely right. Saints didn't want to pick up the horn and say, let me go see if I can find somebody that was worth the damn. Nah, let's speed dial. PJ, you want another $2 million? Yeah, I'll take it. I'll pay on the team. Paul says, hey, Q, what do you think about the Saints putting Chauncey Gardner at free safety next season? I think I would love to see Chauncey play the safety position. He got the intelligence, the mentality, the tackle ability, the ferocity to play the position. I just don't see them making that move because Dennis Allen thinks he's perfect for that nickel role, to play that modified nickel position, because that involves him having to make open field tackles against tight ends and running backs, cover tight ends, cover running backs, and occasionally blitz to go after the quarterback. He sees him perfectly in that role. That's why when if you remember last year, when either Jack Rabbit or Laddie Daddy got hurt, if one of them got hurt, you never seen Chauncey move up to the number 2 position. They kept them at the slot position and then jump PJ, who was the 4th cornerback, over him to start at it. They never moved Chauncey out of the nickel because and that taught me a lot. So damn, they never moved this guy out of the nickel. They never moved him. Even if you got an injury there, they'd keep him in the nickel. That showed me a lot. I was like, man, he loves him in that position. So, I would love to see him at safety. I just don't think Dennis Allen moves him. Thank you for that, brother. Paul Chamal says Peyton keep letting PJ steal. Yep. He got a whole pistol on Sean. Give it up right now. Peyton give here. Here you go. All right. T Dirty said Patrick Robinson robbing us too. Give it up. Patrick Robinson. I'm robbing your ass, son. Give it up. All right. Yep. Him and PJ is the robber tandem. Is Patrick Robinson and PJ Williams right now with the mask on saying, give it up, son. All right. Guna says he couldn't cover a bed. He can't cover a bed. He can't cover nothing. Nothing. All right. All right. Paul says, I'm glad Sheldon Rank is. Yeah. Yep. That was big. That was big. There. Tragic says PJ burnt on long plays, but against Breeze weak arm looked all pro in the media roster. Yeah, he was showing up, man. PJ balling in camp, y'all. Y'all can't talk about PJ this year. PJ balling in camp. Remember that? Remember the people saying that in the chat? Oh, PJ balling in camp. But let somebody else who can stretch the field get out there. PJ smoked goose, turkey, chicken, deer meat, every damn thing else. Oh, Tragic says we can't continue to judge PJ at cornerback. You have to judge him as a dime safety now. And Tragic, you know that he ain't no good dime safety either. He hits, but it takes intelligence to play either one of those positions. I'm not saying he's stupid. I'm saying PJ is not focused enough. PJ isn't focused enough. That's what it comes down to, in my opinion. He's not focused enough. You know, he has bouts of being focused, non-focused, and that's what PJ Williams is. You know, that's what concentration issues is a problem with PJ. Because truthfully told, he has enough experience. He's been in the same system for 4 years, four more years. He doesn't really have that many injuries, which means he gets a lot of playing time. So PJ should be a lot better than what he is what I'm saying. With all of those factors, and the only reason why we're not seeing PJ Williams, that really good player, PJ Williams, is simply because of PJ Williams himself. He has to take his craft seriously than what he's taking it, and go in that building, be the first there, the first there, and the last to leave, and get it together. You got to rework on your technique. You got to understand what you're looking at, because he's not confident. If you put the tape on, I see an incomplete, not competent, but that too, but a not confident player. PJ's feet is looking at what he's looking at. The guy make a move, he's already beat. You know, he don't jam correctly most of the time. And if you PJ Williams and you at the line, you playing man to man, jam the hell out of that guy. Jam that guy so hard it feel like he got stabbed by something. That's what you do. You throw him off, jam him as much as you can. The issue with PJ, I seen one time he tried to jam somebody, the dude just ripped past him and burnt him. So I'm like, it takes a part of it, man. You got to get a lot serious about your craft than what it is, PJ. Seriously, man. You just in it for the money at some point, bro. You just can't. I'm a safety now. No, you ain't no safety. You ain't safe for nobody on the field if PJ running around there. Shamal said PJ knows how to dap and handshake his ass off, though. Yeah, he the captain of dapping. That's what is going on. But how you could be the captain? You the ferocious. You know all the hand slaps and daps and all that shit. You know that all. You bapping, slapping, popping, and dapping. All that. PJ break up the ball by mistake. Here come the dapping. Come on. He dap his ass off. Stop all that. Stop dedicating all that time to dapping, PJ, and get your ass up in there and work on your technique. He'll dap his ass off when he get a play. He'll mistakenly break up an incomplete pass and start dapping. I'm like, PJ, what is you doing, bro? Dog, you ain't get that interception, bro. You just broke the pass up. How you celebrating a pass breakup? You know, and it's just a second down, bro. Get your ass out there, PJ. Cut that out. Stop learning all those fantastical adapts, PJ. Start it out. Learn to play, man. Come on. I'm tired of seeing you get toasted all the time, fam. I'm not by myself here. I'm tired of you getting burned all the time, and you act like you don't care because you really don't. PJ will get burnt one play and out there dapping the next one. PJ get toasted for 50 yards down the field. The next play, he break the ball up on the first down. He dapping it up. He get toasted for a 50-yard touchdown, and then when they get the ball back, he break the ball up on the first down. Cut it out, PJ. We see you. All right, big ups to the family members, man. Much love. What's up, Miss Sexy Blacksmith? Who that to you, baby? Uncle Paul, what's up, fam? He said, I think Shy Tuttle will have a breakout. Yep. I'm shy. Hopefully King Tut can stay healthy, man, so he can do that. Slade says, if Sherman likes to hold people responsibly, damn, he gonna be, oh man, how about that, right? Jamal says PJ went to Florida State but didn't pay attention to the other cornerback. Him or Patrick Robinson, they both went to Florida State. And both of them are underwhelming, to be honest with you. Very under. James Coma said Saints cornerbacks early in burn. Oh. Oh, what's all that? That takes some time. They be sitting up. Look, man, we're gonna stay. We are members of the Dapping Club, and we're gonna all practice our celebrations. Man, shouldn't we study our fundamentals and our technique? Nah, man, we got to get it right, man. We got to get our swag on. Okay, PJ leading the club. PJ, get away from the Dapping Club, bro, and get your ass up in there and start working on some stuff. Cut it out. Kevin says, everybody going by Big Q single PJ Williams. Oh, yeah, man, listen. Listen, Kev, that was a fun show, man. That was a fun show. But see, the thing is also, family, you know, you come into it and you have fun. You know, we have fun. Now, we cover the news and we talk a lot of mess, but they ain't nothing like the Sports Coma, man, because we keep it real deal, Holyfield. We fun, we entertaining, we lighthearted. And I think that a lot of people appreciate that. We've been doing this for a while, man. We've been in this mug for a while now. So, you know, when you see you know, guys like PJ Williams, and we kind of clown PJ a little bit. It's all love, PJ. We want you to be better than what you are, brother. We need you to step up and show out, bro. We don't need you getting turned around and smoked like a Christmas goose, bro. We don't want to see that no more. And that's only because your technique is not very good, bro. I'm just keeping it real. You know, and I know that you're stealing money. You know, your technique ain't good, bro. Don't get mad at me. Man, say my technique ain't good. Look, put the goddamn tape on then. What you see? You see a Pro Bowl cornerback? If that's true, you see a Pro Bowl cornerback there getting turned around like he in a turnstile somewhere, you need to be committed as soon as possible because you don't know what you're doing. I'm just going to tell you the honest truth. All right. Yep. Thank you, GMK. Appreciate you. Much love to you. All right. Devin said he dapping. Meanwhile, the ref draw the flag for whole. Then he turned around and realized that the flag. I was like, oh, man. I'm telling you, it's too much. He dapped too much. Stop it, PJ. You not cut it out. How you, and then they know. You see he break up a pass, you know, drop interception. Like, damn, PJ, man. Come on, bro. Come on. You got to cut it out, bro. All right. T Dirty said, I just can't keep drinking all my Crown Raw because PJ get burnt. Yeah, PJ, you get drunk watching PJ get burnt, bro. I'm telling you. What's up, Joe? Joseph Thomas in the building. Ramsey says, hey, Q, remember that Friday when you and Swade were talking about Coach Payton banning the reporter? Well, Matt Moscona talks about that all the time on his show after further review. I want you to tell Black Swade right now. He's still in here. Swade, say hello. Swade is in the building. Mr. James Combs is listening. And I appreciate you for throwing that out there because Swade talking about where the article at. Now, if you can, if I'm asking everybody in the Great Saint Think Tank, Swade, if he could, he would stop me from asking this, is that he was saying that he couldn't find the article on what happened with the reporter that Coach Payton put out. You know, he took his press credentials away from him because he didn't like his line of questioning. Remember, Fletcher Mackel, that was the guy. And, you know, and Matt Moscona is a good dude. He's a historian, like a lot of the Great Saint Think Tank family members. And that is true. Now I'll try to find the article. I myself couldn't find it, but if you guys have the audio or the testimony or the article, please feel free to share it in the section, because Sway is keep asking me the same question: where the article at? He keep asking where the article at. Sway, well, them people, they telling you. Look what Ramsey said. Matt Moscona talks about it all the time on Further Review. Well, I tell you what, too, Ramsey. Which show is that? See if you can find that show where Matt Moscona talks about it and put it. Sway on. He ain't gonna even take it. He ain't gonna. I don't care what he said. I want to see the article. Kids, yeah, I say you don't want to know. You don't want to know. You just using that. All right. All right, Earl. What's up, Earl? Earl says, gotta have a short memory. He says, gotta have sharp memories at the DB position, or you done. You might get beat, but you better come true on the next play. That is true. You gotta have short memory. But PJ got amnesia. PJ got amnesia. He got instant amnesia. He got amnesia, but right after the dap, the last moment, the last dap, when he do that and they break away, amnesia, everything. He's the perfect amnesia cornerback, ain't no doubt. Thank you, Earl. Jamal says, Q, the new tight end we signed, is he good? He's a pretty decent option for the Saints. He can block. He can also catch. And he's going to be good for the Saints. I mean, these signings, the fullback Armada that they signed and Vannett, these are very good signings for the team. Cheap signings, but effective signings. Vannett will come on, and he kind of reminds me of a bigger, raw version what Josh Hill was. He's a big guy. You know, he got good, like Shaq say, feet work. And he can catch the ball, but his staking point is blocking. So I think the Saints are doing something special by Vannett. Notice you're not seeing the big names, but the Saints are bringing solid, cheap players onto the team to fortify it. So it'll be interesting. The only thing is, we'll see how it all shakes. But I looked at the film on Vannett, and I was like, okay, he kind of puts me in the mind of a raw Josh Hill. You know, when Josh Hill first got on the team, the former tight end, he was mostly a pass-catching tight end. He wasn't very good at blocking. But he developed his blocking, became one of the best blockers we have on the team. So, you know, we'll see. But in my opinion, it's a good under-the-radar signing for the Saints. Although I wanted Virgil Hill from the Chargers. I thought Virgil Hill would be a guy that would probably be a good fit there. Veteran who can get downfield, can block. You know, I really wanted Virgil Hill to be the guy. But, you know, Saints win with Vannett. We'll see how it shakes. But I seen the tape on him, and it's like, okay, I see what you're trying to do. Uncle Paulie says, why the Saints can't let Marcus go for some young blood? They like Marcus Williams, bro. I can't. I don't know, Uncle Paulie. I can't answer that one. The Saints wanted him back. You know, I was like, no, I would have found somebody. They have a ton of safeties in this draft that can do exactly what you want, which is play downfield and knock somebody's head off. But we wanted to hold on to Marcus for whatever reason. So, that's a call. I'm not a Marcus Williams guy. I'm not. Jerry says, I was still frustrated dropping F-bombs on PJ Trash Williams. Yeah, I know, family. It's not just me picking on PJ Williams. PJ Williams get picked on by every quarterback in the NFL. Space Ghost says peanut butter and jelly Williams. I like the tight end pickup. Me too. Goonie says, then he run to the camera. Yeah, he run up to the camera like he did something. Run up to the camera. Man, I'm like, PJ, what is you doing, bro? Cut it out, bro. Cut it out, PJ. Yep. All right, Tramal says PJ be auditioning for Dancing with the Stars. What's up, CT Crusher? Who that to your family? Anthony says, do y'all think, hold on. He says, hold on. It jumped on me, Anthony. So y'all think Coach Richard's going to kick these dudes in the, you know what, tighten up the D? I think so too. Coach Richard, in my opinion, is an upgrade over Aaron Glenn. No disrespect to Aaron Glenn. You know, no disrespect to Aaron Glenn, but Coach Richard is a guy that I really like. I like what he did with Seattle. I like what he did with the cornerbacks in Dallas. And I thought it was unfair how they did them. They didn't bring them back. But this is a really good coach that coaches the secondary. He was the architect of the Legion of Boom. You know, he has the recipe, and if you could put the players. Now, could he have positive impacts on both PJ Williams and Marcus Williams, the rotisserie boys? Could he have? Yes, he could. He very well could. He could have a positive impact on. He could give them, shed some light with them that they probably miss. He could definitely do that. We'll see. But I think he can help these guys. But how much help them, I don't know. Because PJ Williams need a lot of help, man. I don't know. Tragic says Big Q is very knowledgeable, but that Suede boy is very wise. You wouldn't happen to just be saying that because you went to the same school as him, would you? You all boys are fellows of the same high school. Would you be saying that, my brother? All right. Simply Tasha, what's up, baby? How you doing? You and my dog Big Sean as well. What's up, fam? How you doing? Welcome in. Anthony says, did I hear Fournette on our team? No. I didn't hear Fournette. I think Leonard Fournette. No, sir. Leonard Fournette is not a member of the New Orleans Saints. No, sir. That is unless you playing Madden, I don't think that's going to happen. The Saints still got a guy, they're trying to bring back, and a couple of the reports have Tampa Bay looking to bring Leonard Fournette back. So that's some of the latest there. Charles says, who that? What's up, Charles? Who that to you, fam? Good to see you in the live stream. Much love to you, fam. Much love. All right, let's keep on going, and we'll finish out the chat here. Ramsey said, hey, can you remember that at the beginning of the season when Marcus Williams said that football was a hobby, not a job? Well, it's time for him to take it up basket weaving. Yeah, I played that. We played that on TSC Q&A Live. I played it before as well, several times on the show. When I played it, he had an interview, and he did say that. He said football, said that football was a hobby. He did say that out of his mouth. He said that. It's a hobby for me. It's not my job. I'm like, okay, well, what the hell is your job? What do you do for a living then? What do you do? You go, football is a hobby. I play football. And then when I get off of football, my job is to be a janitor at the Ajax cleaning facility. No, I mean, what do you do? If football is if it's not your job, what is your job then, brother? What are you doing? What's going on here? But I questioned that. I was like, man, I don't want that type of thinking. And that shows why he whipping all over the damn place. But he did say that. Well, I've played it and people don't believe it, but I've played it several times on the show. Thank you for that, Ramsey. First 318, who that to you? Big up to you. What's up, Cap Manny? Who that to you? Said Aaron Glenn technique teaching suck. Damn, tell me how you really feel, Cap Manny. Look at James Coma said Jerry has officially named PJ as pathetic jackass. Oh man, that's hardcore. And you know what? PJ gonna listen to that and then he gonna forget it because he has amnesia. He got the real good amnesia. Tyrese says Tampa might beat us out twice this year and win the NFC South. We still dangerous, bro. Even though Tampa is the favorite, obviously, because it's the Super Bowl, we still have a lot of pieces to play, and the Saints are going to bet hard on this draft. So we're going to be relying on a lot of young talent, offensively speaking. We just have to keep it deep and keep playing. But we still a very much dangerous club, to be honest with you. We are dangerous. We still are. So they can underestimate us, and Tampa Bay is going to get all that fire. They're going to look at Tampa Bay. That's fine. They did that last year. And what we did, just piled up a bunch of wins. We kicked but you know what's their arses during the off season, in the regular season, and then we got our arses kicked in the playoffs. So I mean, we gotta fix this. We gotta make it right. So we gonna see how it goes. But like I said, I'm telling the rest of the great same thing. I know I hear you, Tragic. But I know we dropping it down, our expectations down from Super Bowl a bust to basically NFC Championship a bust. I'm just saying I'm keeping it real, man. I'm keeping it real, because 1 year contract with Jameis doesn't scream stability to me. And Coach Payton's got 3 years left on his deal. If you like Jameis that much or you that much love in Jameis, then give him a multi-year contract. That'll give him some stability as well. So we'll be back here next year again when Jameis unrestricted heading into free agency again after a big season. You think he's going to give you a break? He's going to get something. He's going to go for the big deal. So what are we doing here? Why don't we just put some options in there? To kind of have, a team option. If Jameis balls, then we activate the team option for another year. Why are we not doing that? But perhaps a young quarterback is in, we looking at you never can tell with the Saints. All right. Big ups to you. All right. We're going to run on down here. Tyrese, DeWine says Glenn had his boys playing soft. Rashard's going to change the game, bro. I think he helps a lot of these guys in the secondary. Jamal says PJ must have been in the fraternity and college. They all are, bro. They all are. All them dudes are fraternity guys. All of them. All of them. You think I'm kidding? All of them are. All of them are. All of them are fraternity guys. That's how the game go. Very few are non-fraternity brothers. You know, most of them are. Say, well, Q, are you in a fraternity? No, I'm not. I was asked to be in fraternities. I turned it down. You know, I'm just not one of those type of people. I'm not a journal dude. And besides, when I started reading, man, I ain't need nobody to tell me nothing. I went to the library. I started buying books, doing all that. And then before long, I was talking to them dudes straight up. Like, you need to get there. You can learn this. And I'm like, well, I need to learn that there. I can go over here and learn that right there without having to do whatever just hell wheat stuff, because I'll whoop your ass. I mean, you ain't going to put me in no hell wheat. You going to get your ass bust. I ain't playing with you, Jack. Just to learn some stuff or get access? Nah, I say, you know what? Nah, I'm a whole man over here. And I'm not going to be doing all that bullshit you talking about. I'm sorry. You know, I learn the way I know how to learn. I go over here, I'll find it and get it, whatever I need to know. And that's how it's been. You know, but majority of them brothers are fraternity men. There ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, but a lot of them are, you know. That's just how the game go. Tex Saint says, who that big Q? Coach Richard need to help the entire secondary. That includes Laddie Daddy as well. He's not exempt. That is true, bro. Tex Saint, you're right. I don't want to leave him out of there because Laddie Daddy does have those bouts and confidence as well. You know what I'm saying? So you're absolutely right on that. He definitely, maybe he can iron that out. It's a lot that I'm really interested to see. When they hired him, I was really happy, man, because I think Coach Richard would really step up and be something terrific to that secondary, man. I'm really looking forward. He said he won't create another Legion of Boom. Man, when he said that, I was like, yes, let's get this going. Let's see how this looks. Tyrese said Tampa got everybody back from last year and they're working on bringing AB back. Yeah, they're trying to do it again. All right. Miss Sexy Blackfish says she is, I'm so sick of hearing about Tampa Bay. Yeah, I know. We're going to get them back. Charles said, I think Marcus has been a lot from Jenkins. It'd be a breakout year. Derek says, we signed Vannett to take over the blocking rep so we can free up Troutman for more targets. Thank you for that, D. What's up, brother Byron? Who that to you? Muse says, let me see what Muse says here. Jumped on me, Muse. I'm sorry, I might have lost your comment there. Damn, y'all are commenting so fast. Okay, there he goes. She says, I've been super busy trying to get the details together. Okay, for our daughter's 11th April. Okay. Happy birthday to you and your daughter there, Muse. Much love to you. All right, Earl says, Marcus Williams needs a mentor. Demario Davis would be great. Oh, yeah. Yep. Yeah, I thought Malcolm Jenkins would have been a good mentor for, for him as well, but Malcolm's helped him out a lot as well. Space Ghost says Saints are going to be fine. I agree. Capman, it says Arsis. I'ma use that one. Yeah, that's the one way you don't want to sound like you say Arsis. Just say Arsis. You don't say the other word. I'm trying to cut down on saying the other word. Paul says, Big Q, why is it so hard for the players to get cut from the team for poor play and costing the team's games, regular season and playoffs? Yeah, and it got to count for something, bro. Like if you're a pro bowler and you play at a high level and you ball, and then I'm like, we can't afford to pay you that kind of money. Okay, if you can't afford to pay me that, extend me out. Make me pay me. Pay me. That's a part. You got to have that president. You can't say, okay, this guy balling, we put him in the street. If he balling, he's a major part of your team. Pay him. Make a way to pay him. But don't be, and then it's just weird. It just depends on the perspective of who's running the operation, because, it's no excuse why a guy like PJ Williams should be on this team, or Patrick Robinson, or Ken Crawley. No, none of those guys. Those guys are fundamentally flawed defensive backs who should be elsewhere. We need to find players that can play, that have a good technique. And I think that's a part of it. But you see guys get burnt, turn around, cooking, and they're still playing out there. Guys missing tackles, they're still playing out there. I don't know. I would pull a guy off the field. And don't get me wrong, he'll have to make one mistake or two mistakes, say, get on out of there. But the perfect example is what happened with Jared Cook in the playoff games last year against the Buccaneers. He alligator armed the pass. I said, okay, I ain't gonna pull him out for that one. Okay, he fumbled the ball. Okay, that would have got you pulled, because I can't have you doing that. And you should know better. You're a veteran tight end that been in the league. We're paying you $16 million. You're a guy that's here. You should be stepping up and doing whatever you got to do. But for him, he hurt us bad in that game. And Drew Brees played bad in that game. But Jared Cook didn't help us at all. I would have pulled him out after he fumbled. He would never seen the field for the rest of the game. I would have put somebody else in there. That's just me. And when I see, because what's more important is not your ego, because if you would have salvaged and protected your ego, if you'd have came out and prepared properly, then you would have done what you're supposed to do. You're forcing my hand. That's how I look at it. If you're not prepared to play, you're dropping the ball, you're fumbling the ball, you're obviously not prepared to play, you coming up off that field, because I don't want you hurting what we got going on here. because you didn't prepare to play, or you just simply might be having a bad game. I have to account for that, pull you out of there so that you don't hurt what we're trying to do. So it's not about your feelings. It's not about your, that. It's about the overall good of the team. We're trying to advance here. So if you can't catch the ball, I simply have to find somebody that can. And that's to me, that makes sense. Maybe not to some, but that's just my frame of thought. Okay, thank you for that. Uncle Paul says, yeah, and I agree with you on that. Thank you, Paul. Much love. Let's see. Mrs. Pure Bio 2714 says, Marcus, I understand clowning on PJ is a liability, especially out. Yep, you're absolutely right. Thank you for your comment. Ramsey says, when does spring training start? Let me look at it. I can give you the exact date if it's available. Give me just a second. I'll look it up for you. I'll give it to you. Hold on. Maybe somebody put it up in the chat as well. Okay, let's see. For the New Orleans Saints, players will report to training camp Thursday, July the 25th, beginning on Friday, July 26th. Fans are allowed to attend on these free practices beginning on the 26th, first come, serve basis. This was from 2021's training camp coming up. So they're, according to this, they're saying July the 25th. July the 25th. Now, some of these dates have changed depending on, the circumstances dealing with the C-19 and all this kind of stuff. So we'll see. But according to the data I just have, they're saying July the 25th. All right, let's keep going here. Earl says we need 2 Super Bowl. He says we need 2 Super Bowl at least in Sean Payton's 3 years. It's gonna be interesting to see if we can get that. If you get Russell Wilson somewhere along in there, maybe, we looking at the draft for the next 2 years. So I don't know if that'll be something, because the Saints lose 20-something players next year. And they could be very well in a similar situation next year again. So that's why they're compiling draft picks for this year and next year, because they know they got to be able to stock the team some kind of way. So the Saints are really kind of going to take this draft really critical. The next 2 anyway. To get through the next 2 years. It's a difficult period of time than over the next 2 years. And of course, realize that then after that year, 2021, 2022, and then 2023, after that year, Cam Jordan's contract expires. Demario Davis's contract expires. You're looking at Malcolm Jenkins. You got core members of the team coming off. So over the next 3 years, the Saints are fundamentally going to be different looking, including Sean Payton contracts runs out in 3 years too. What do you do more? You put another extension on it. So we're looking at what could be something, a transition into something. We'll see what it is moving forward. All right. Thank you for that. All right. Much love. All right. Muse says, love this group of individuals. Y'all got big hearts. Thank you. Thank you, Muse. Much love to you. All right. T Dirty says, y'all turned down a fraternity too. You wasn't going to beat me. And then turn around and call me your brother. Shit, I whoop ass. Yeah, most people, and listen, man, a lot of people go through that, man. That's cool, because a lot of brothers in the fraternities, a lot of sisters in the sororities. I got friends that's in both. It just wasn't for me. Just like college is not for everybody. Some of these groups are not for everybody, And, I just think I'm just different, man. Listen, if you are a person that wants to help the community, I shouldn't have to beat your ass in hell week or see if you really want it or something and make you put on a dress or whatever they do. Because I know they humiliate them and put lipstick on them and do all this kind of. Why are we doing that, bro? Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that, bro? Why are you doing that to people? And see, that's what I disagree with. I'm not going to be a party to something like that, because you might do a lot of good, but that ain't no good. That's wrong to do that. And besides, if you got knowledge that benefit the people, give it to the people. Don't sit up there and force them to join something. Give it to the people. If it's knowledge, it's not, you can't hold it anyway, regardless of how hard you try, it's gonna get out. Because it don't belong to you. It ain't like something you can lock in a book somewhere. And I keep telling people that when you talk about information and knowledge, that ain't something just written in the book. You got the information you are a composite of hundreds of years of information. And we don't look at it like that, because from a genetic standpoint, RNA and DNA, according to what they tell you, is information. It contains information how tall you're going to be, your color of your eyes, all that. But you think it stops right there? No. All the collective knowledge your ancestors had before you that you comprised of or composed of is all within your cells. And usually when you start asking questions, it triggers them DNA to start kicking in them answers. And that's what they describe as that divine connection between you and the Most High, where you get that information. That's why it says they make it think like they can control all. You can't control nothing. You don't have access to that. That is not yours to own. Just like they're charging you for a water bill and they don't own the water. Just like they're charging you for air or whatever it is and they don't own the air. It's just a real hustle game going on right now, man. It really is. I ain't gonna get into it that far. But big ups to you, Russell. Thank you for that, brother. What's up, Tess? Who that to you, fam? She says, thank you for posting those links there, Tess. Much love to you. Thank you for being here. Patrice says, to create another legend of Boom Boom, who was our Cam. Your Cam right now is Malcolm Jenkins and Marcus Williams. Could we get Marcus Williams playing like Cam Chancellor or Earl Thomas? I sincerely doubt it. But maybe Coach Rashard can get something out of these boys. Who knows? You know, we'll see, bro. In the long run, I wanted to reshape the thing, but we gonna keep it with Marcus. You know, I hear you with Legion of Boom with Marcus Williams. You know, I mean, you ain't booming nothing with Marcus Williams. Every now and again, he'll put a hit like he did on your boy, what's his name, the wide receiver from Atlanta, opposite of Julio Jones. You know, I forgot the man's name, but y'all know. But a lot of other times he whiffing at people. So, you know, he got to get better at that. Thank you for that question, fam. Ram says when PJ and Marcus, he says PJ Williams and Marcus Williams were in college instead of being on the field practicing, they were training with the cheerleaders and dancers. I wouldn't doubt it. Tyree says, Bicky, you think Carlton Davis can shut down MT this year? I don't think that's going to happen. Carlton Davis played his ass off last year. That other cornerback with the three names, Bunting, whatever his name is, he played his ass off too last year. But Mike Thomas got it on his mind this year. And I don't think Mike appreciate him talking all that mess. And Mike gonna show, remember, Mike was hurt all of last year. He was hurt. This year he had that surgery right after the season was over with. He gonna be totally healthy and he gonna be looking every last one of them, and he gonna tear him up. Get ready to go back to what Mike Williams of last, not this past year, but 2 years ago. He coming back. So no, I don't think Carlton. I like Carlton Davis, but I just don't think he's that good like he showed. You looking at an injured Mike Thomas that he was guarding, you know? Sometimes it's good to put this stuff in contrast, you know? They be like, he shut him down. Nah, that man was banged up. Let's see what he can do. And then you go back before then, why he didn't do that in the previous times? Because Carlton Davis didn't just get here last year. He was here prior to that. And Mike Thomas was feasting on them Tampa Bay cornerbacks. You know, so I would attribute that Mike's performance more to his injuries than anything else. Because prior to that, he was taking them guys apart anyway. Charles says Lattimore has to be a lockdown cornerback next year. No more playing down to competition. He got to be top 5. They give him that money, Charles. You got to do that. You know. Earl says we need to counter whatever Tampa do. We can't win division and lose playoffs. Enough is enough. Thank you, Earl. T. Dirty said I almost forgot about Crawley, the bad. All right, Trey says when he's healthy and focused, he's a top 5. Yep, that's getting him to that point. All right, Jamal says outside of Laddie Daddy, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson and Jenkins, I don't think Rashard can help the other ones. All right. Thank you, Charles. All right, Miss Sexy Blacksmith says love Winston live on Facebook. She says love Winston live on Facebook after signing. I'm so excited, happy for him, and see great things for him and his family. Yeah, thank you, Miss Sexy Blacksmith. Yeah, I'm really excited about Jameis Winston's too, man. He came a long way. You know, and it's only the beginning. And like I said on the TSC Q&A live show the other night, we haven't seen the best of Jameis Winston yet, but you will real soon. You know, a focused, in shape, controlled guy that's set up under a Hall of Famer. You're going to see the very best of Jameis Winston. You know, really, it's going to be a really fun year this year, family. You know, just enjoy it. Tramal says, I will give Marcus Williams some respect if he put a big hit on Seahawks wide receiver DK Metcalf. We'll love that too. Decaf Metcalf. Okula, what's up, Okula? Big ups to you. Tess says, tell us what you really think. Goonie says, I kind of like Marcus Williams as far as catching picks. He not dropping too many. That's true. 13 interceptions over 4 years. Works out roughly as 3 interceptions per year. Anthony says, say what you really mean. Okay, what's up, Ramsey? Ramsey says, hey, Q, can we please draft some Louisiana homegrown talent in this draft? Because once again, it's loaded with LSU talent. How about that? Me too, bro. Jabril Cox, Terrace Marshall Jr., Kerry Vincent Jr. They got quite a few players that's coming out. And I'm with you on that, bro. Hopefully C19 can force us to look at the guys close to us, man. I'm really tired of us looking past these talented guys at LSU and ULL and Law Tech and all these other guys, Tulane even. Watch the guys in your backyard. All right. Byron says Jameis be different players than he was 2019 last. Okay, yep. Thank you for that. Jerry going off on Tom Brady. But yeah, family, we got a lot, man. What's up, Seabrook Fish and Sinkers? He said, just checking in. What's up, Q and everybody? Thank you, brother. Appreciate you being here. Who that to you, and welcome into the stream. So yep. I got you, Tess. Yeah. Jabril Cox is everybody like Jabril, man, and he can play the safety position, all the linebacker position. You can't lose with him. He gives you intelligence, speed. He's a local guy. Why the hell not? We got all these draft picks. We might as well get somebody. You know what I'm saying? But listen, family, we're gonna cut. That'll do it for the show. As I reached the bottom of the chat. It took me a while, but we got there. 2-hour show tonight on the TSC Wednesday Saints Talk, Saints News and Notes. We cover quite a few news, notes, and items today. So as always, I'd like to thank you guys for stopping by. Big ups to you guys. If you hadn't hit the like button, smash upon that like button. If you're not a subscriber, smash upon the subscribe button. Hit the bell to be notified when we go live on surprise shows as well. Also, join the Patreon. Links in the description section below, or join the YouTube membership to get unlocked shows from TSC Q&A. Well over 40 shows of the TSC Q&A series. The On Q with Big Q is on Patreon. All that helps out the live streams as well. So with that being said, I'm going to check out on that. I appreciate y'all for stopping by. Much love to the Great Saint Think Tank. We're going to keep doing this, man. We're going to be here. We're going to keep doing the thing. Hopefully the Saints have something good for us on Thursday. Of course, we'll return Thursday, and then Friday we'll open up the line so the family members can chime in and speak their speech and talk their game. And so, but by that time, hopefully we'll have some more news. The Saints have a few more signings as well. So we'll do that. So with that being said, I'd like to thank everybody for stopping by. Much love to you guys. And I will see y'all later. Who that to you? Peace, and I'm out.
Yeah. Well, all right. Like you always say, welcome. #1 sports talking D. We ain't like the Falcons. We won't blow the lead. Look, all we talk is who that, who got cut and who back. Rookies and the vets, players you should look at. It's the Sports Coma, you don't wanna miss it. Got the pre-game party, post-game statistics. Get a visit from Sway, maybe DC or 5. It's the hottest thing smoking, Big Q and the guys. Go to YouTube Live, make sure you subscribe. Interviews inside the Saints locker room high. Talk to Drew, Jordan, Zach, Peyton, New Orleans, who that nation. Best believe when I say we bleed gold and black. Ain't a miracle or rivalry could ever hold us back. No, Beastquake, Bounty Gate, let the truth be told. It's the Sports Coma, all we know is say Super Bowl. Yeah.